This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. This broadcast is presented by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? Visit gocurrency.com. And by Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith.
At long last, football. Hello, everyone. Live from Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field. This is high school football on News Channel Nebraska. Tonight's Nebraska Public Power District matchup features the Norfolk Panthers and the Discoverers of Columbus. NPPD, always there when you need them. Hello, everyone. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. Usually here when you need us. Ready for what should be a fantastic matchup, Lou. Week one, there's always jitters, there's always nerves. Throw on top of it one of the biggest rivalries in the state of Nebraska to start the season. This is going to be an intense one tonight.
Well, we've talked with both coaches about you want to start this way. I think it helps with focus because kids are, they're ready to go. The problem with playing these sort of games is if you lose this game, then you've kind of got that deflation going on. But I think both these teams are a little bit unknown, but I think both these programs feel like they've got a lot of good young talent in there. So this should be a very interesting, very close matchup.
A lot of names that we have yet to really learn that will be key players for them this season. We'll introduce you to a couple of them next. You're watching the pregame show on News Channel Nebraska.
Pregame show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at customsportsco.com.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Welcome back to News Channel Nebraska. Tonight, it's the Maroon Cup, Norfolk versus Columbus. The Norfolk Panthers enter this season in a unique spot. They are the only team in the state of Nebraska to finish over 500 in the regular season in 2 straight seasons and not make the playoffs. They've been better than their record would indicate. But now they've got a whole bunch of new faces, Lou. One of those new faces is a quarterback, part of a big junior class that a lot of folks are excited about. And there are a lot of folks excited about what Cole Signer might be doing as a signal caller for the Panthers going forward.
Well, I know there's a game tomorrow where there's a quarterback that's going to start and people are excited about. I'm excited about this one. Cole Signer has worked hard. He's been to camps. He's impressed a lot of people. You put into work. We'll see if that pays dividends here today. We'll see if he can impress the Columbus defense. He just might.
There is a known commodity on that Columbus side offensively. He was a sophomore sensation as a running back. 2 more varsity years of Michael Wojciechowski. That's a nightmare for opposing defenses.
Yeah, physical therapists like that because he puts a pounding on people. He's a big, strong kid. When this game gets close, you're going to see Michael Wojciechowski carry the ball a lot. Certainly, like third and short situations tend to favor Columbus, I think, because of Wojciechowski. We'll see how many carries he gets. He may get 30 carries in this ballgame.
Looking forward to it. 2 very good head coaches in this one. You'll hear from them next in our You Save Pharmacy coaches interviews. You Save Pharmacy, their mission is your family's health. Stay with us. This is News Channel Nebraska.
Heart problems can affect anybody, but there's things you can do to try to prevent them and to treat them right when they pop up. Let's learn more about it from an expert at Faith Regional. I'm joined now by Shane O'Brien, the manager and exercise specialist at the Cardiac and Pulmonary Rehab Unit at Faith Regional Health Services. Our topic today is heart health, and starting with heart attacks, what are some of the symptoms we should be on the lookout for?
Some of the typical symptoms that you hear about are stabbing pain in the middle of your chest, radiating down your arms, left and right arm, maybe radiating up to your neck, shortness of breath,
But this could be different for women, especially women that are having symptoms of cardiovascular disease.
Absolutely. Women's symptoms seem to be more subtle. You could be extreme fatigue. You could have back shoulder pain, toothache. Women tend to put other people first and poo-poo their symptoms, and when it could be something more serious.
And so when we're talking about heart health, we want to prevent problems down the road. What are the things that people should be doing throughout their whole lives to make sure they're heart healthy?
Exercise. We want to be exercising at least 30 minutes a day, most days of the week. Nutrition is very important. You want to eat lots of fruits and vegetables, fish, chicken, lean cuts of protein.
With the prevalence of heart problems, that means being able to respond quickly is critical, and CPR is a way to go about that. Now there's the hands-only method. What is that?
Where they used to teach you'd give 2 rescue breaths to every 30 compressions, now it's just continuous CPR. Call somebody for help. You got to get 911 activated. Then you just go right into compressions, 100 to 120 compressions per minute.
What can people do to make sure that they understand how to perform CPR?
Faith Regional has been out in the community teaching hands-only CPR. We teach it up here in cardiac rehab. Like every 6 weeks we have a class. Just look for ways to find that education.
Do you recommend that everybody learn that skill?
Absolutely. Even if you weren't able to perform that skill, you could tell somebody how to do that skill.
Well, Shane, thank you so much for joining us.
You're very welcome.
Welcome to the pregame show. I'm joined now by head coach of the Columbus Discoverers, Craig Williams. Coach, 3-6 a year ago, but I think there's some excitement on your ball club this year. Certainly a good junior class, some successful kids that are starting to become upperclassmen. A small senior class. First of all, how does that work as far as determining leadership, as far as with the senior kids and the junior kids?
Well, we need a number of those senior kids to step up and be leaders, and they've done a great job. We only have 11 seniors on this football team and about 30 juniors. So, but all those seniors have done a great job accepting a role in some form of leadership, and and they've led those juniors and shown them what it takes to be successful, and going into the season, hopefully it pans out for us tonight.
Well, you come in with a part-time starter returning when Will Wickman. How do you kind of ease into the season? Do you just kind of let him go, or maybe you certainly have a guy by the name of Michael Wachowski, who's an excellent running back, a big, strong guy. Do you have a heavy dose of him to start with until Wickman gets a little more comfortable as a full-time starter?
Yeah, I don't think Will's going to have any problem. He's got all the confidence in the world, always has, and he's got all kinds of arm strength. He's a completely different quarterback than he was last year and the year before that. The experience that he's got in the last 2 years has paid off for him. And Michael is certainly a kid that we can lean on, and he's definitely going to get his number of carries every night. He's just an animal back there. He just looks different when he's in the backfield. But it starts up front for us on both sides of the ball, and those guys have got to hold up front and create some holes.
Well, it seems like every year you guys play a rival. It's Fremont, now it's Norfolk, it's the Maroon Cup. Do you like to go into the season with a rival like that, where your kids certainly are focused on a team like Norfolk trying to get that win?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about not being focused for game one. In fact, we've had a sign hanging up in our locker room. It started at about 200 days, and now it's down to game day, and we've counted it down every day since. And so, our kids have been pumped up for it and excited, and hopefully, in fact, I know they're going to come out ready to play tonight.
Well, Coach, good luck in today's ball game, and hopefully we'll see you here after the ball game's over.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's head coach Williams for the Columbus Discoverers. Folks, don't go anywhere. More pregame show coming up next. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
At home or on the range, AGI Sentinel's buildings protect crops and valuable assets from harsh weather conditions. Don't risk losing your hard-earned assets to seasonal elements when AGI Sentinel pre-engineered all-steel buildings are the simple and sturdy solution that provide maximum protection for a minimum cost. For free estimates, talk to Scott, Kenny, or Luke about your AGI Sentinel building. Call 402-748-3551 today or go to ashoffconstruction.com.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Joined now by Chris Kuzer, head man of the Norfolk Panthers, and coach. 5-4 a year ago, almost made the playoffs, but a young team this year. A lot of good young players. What excites you most about this team?
Just the high energy. A lot of kids they've had a success at lower levels. They're bought in. Just good team chemistry as well.
We talk about replacing a lot of people. Certainly one is quarterback. Cole Signer is your signal caller this year. What has he done well to prepare himself for this year?
He's been a kid that, he even got some playing time last year in some crunch time varsity games. So, like I said, just that in itself. And then he's just a kid he's all football. So, he does 7-on-7s across the country and things like that. So he should be good to go.
Start the season with the Columbus Discoverers. I'm sure the kids are focused on this ball game. What do you guys need to do to make it 3 in a row over the Discoverers?
Like I said, every single game I think is every year it restarts. It's late, so by no means are we chalking up those other two. Just taking care of the ball. We can't play Norfolk versus Norfolk and Columbus. We just have to take care of ourselves and make sure it's just us versus them.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us, and maybe we'll see you after the ball game.
Okay, thank you.
All right, that's head coach Chris Kuzer. Folks, stick around. A good one's coming up next. It's the Maroon Cup. Columbus takes on Norfolk right after this on NCN.
My name is Tad Bruning, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. I think a homeowner should choose to work with Elkhorn Valley Bank because we are right here in your community. We know the market, we know all the ins and outs of what real estate is, and we are ready to help you build your financial future and prosper in our community. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
Pre-game show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCo.com.
Welcome back to the pregame show on News Channel Nebraska. Time now for our school spotlight. That's brought to you by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com. Columbus making the trek up Highway 81 this evening. 18 trips to the playoffs all time. They've never made it to a title game. The closest they came, the Class A semifinals back in 2000. Meanwhile, Norfolk High, also Class A, they've made 19 trips to the playoffs. State champs back in 1994, but they're hungry. Just one playoff win in the last 22 years. That over Millard South. And again, your school spotlight. So let's talk starting lineups for tonight. Those brought to you by Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. There you see the Columbus defense. This is the most experienced unit you'll see tonight. 7 starters back from last year. There's a lot of good ones, especially in that linebacking crew. Jaston Delano, Tyler Zwingman. Keep an eye on Connor Colwhite on the back end. He is a big play guy. You might see him a little bit on offense as well. Speaking of offense, we talked about Wojciechowski. Abe Christensen, a tight end, a lot of folks are excited about in terms of what he could bring to the passing game this year, with Will Wickham stepping in full-time as the starting quarterback was a part-time starter for them a year ago. There you see the Norfolk defense. 3 starters back from last year's 5-4 squad, led by Jaden Thompson, that linebacker. 60 tackles, 7 tackles for loss for a year ago. That led the way for the Panthers last year. And on offense, we talked about Signer, the new signal caller. A lot of new faces, only 2 starters back from last year. Among them on the offensive line, Tristan Hilly, the big 250-pound center. Another youngster that a lot of folks are excited about, Kaysen Jones, the sophomore wideout, making his first varsity start this evening. Those, again, are starting lineups brought to you by Medica. What a gorgeous night. This does not feel like week 1 weather.
No, not at all.
There's a bit of a breeze. The humidity's down. This feels like mid-September. I haven't sweat through my shirt completely yet, so this can't be a week 1 game.
Well, I know I was driving to the Wayne State ball game yesterday, and I saw a large boat with several animals on it. It was raining that hard. This weather is perfect. It's not super hot. You know, it's got that August feel to it, but it's not hot. You'll probably see a few cramps here and there, but it's not terrible. A little bit of a breeze. It's good. This is good football weather. If you're going to play a game here in August, you'll take this weather every time.
Yeah, weather actually moved one of the games down in the Metro to tonight. From last night, Elkhorn South and Lincoln East were scheduled to play yesterday. They're playing as we speak. Elkhorn South is up big. They're among the teams expected to do very well in Class A this year. They're in the third quarter up on Lincoln East, 31-5. They're playing Thunderstruck. That means high school football's about to start. We've got all the action next. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
At Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, our definition of care is showing devotion to and concern towards the health of you and your family. We believe each person that walks through our doors deserves to have a primary care provider they're comfortable with, to be treated like family, and to have their health needs exceeded. Our 20 family medicine providers, located in 10 communities throughout Northeast Nebraska, offer comprehensive health care for all ages. Whether you need a yearly checkup, chronic care management, or you're under the weather, count on us for primary health care you can trust. And if you or your family require a higher level of care, our primary care providers connect you to the area's largest multi-specialty physician group, ensuring a seamless healthcare experience. Choose Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, where we don't just care for you, we care about you.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Storefronts, pop-up shops, food trucks, and digital retail. The way we do business is ever-changing, and so are we. Madison County Bank's business lending team is constantly evolving to support and provide new information to our business and commercial customers. We understand that your business is truly unique. We are ready to find the business banking services that fit your needs best. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
NZN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health System. Affordable, accessible, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Make this the summer of Jeep at Woodhouse Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Save on our full lineup of SUVs like the 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. And take advantage of our current offers going on right now. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Blair or Bellevue today.
Welcome back to high school football on News Channel Nebraska alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay, excited to get the 2024 football season underway. This is, believe it or not, year 8 of televised football on News Channel Nebraska. And they haven't fired us yet, Lou.
Well, I do have some secrets about some of the people in charge, so
Hey,
I'm still here. So
keep those in your back pocket. I like doing this. Columbus won the toss. They deferred. Makes sense. Their defense, the most experienced unit you'll see tonight. So they'll be kicking away. You'll see Norfolk's offense up first. You see Columbus in the road whites, Norfolk in their home maroon. Both of these teams, of course, maroon. This is the beginning of the Maroon Cup. It is an ongoing season-long rivalry amongst all sports between both schools. These are their respective closest rivals in Class A. It is rare in Class A for these teams to have a drive less than an hour. We've got a touchback to start the season. It'll be Norfolk starting as the Panthers' Braden Long caught it in the end zone. And we get our first look as the full-time starter of Cole Signer. He did see limited action last year at Signal Caller. 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions as a sophomore. He cuts a quarterback frame at 6'2", 180.
yeah, he looks the part, and when a guy puts in that sort of work, it's hard not to cheer for him. That's what you want if your coach, any sort of the program, you got a quarterback that puts in those extra hours, you expect him to be successful.
Norfolk starting on the ground, not getting much. There's that big Columbus defense. They run a 35 defense, 5 linebackers. They fly to the ball. No gain there as Jaden Thompson brought down. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good linebacking crew for the Discoverers this year. You saw it right there, just a lot of speed and aggression out there. Good defensive unit. And it's going to be a difficult night, I think, for Norfolk to sustain drives against this defense.
2nd down 10. 4 receivers split wide, 3 to the right of Signer. The lone receiver to the left, Drew Strike. He is the leading returning receiver from last year. Signer looking his way. Strike got a step. Oh, can't haul it in.
Wow.
Pass was there. Strike will have nightmares about that one. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Strike had a step on that defender, and that was a pretty good pass. I'm sure he would admit that ball's in his hands. That's probably a touchdown if he catches that in stride. But I think that's something you're going to see with Norfolk, especially we talk about the junior classes. I know the Norfolk junior class, they feel like they've got a lot more athleticism than normal, and you saw there with Strike, they're getting behind the defense.
Saw the replay there, brought to you by Madison County Bank, here to help you grow. So it's 3rd down and 10. Blitz coming. Signer in traffic, knocked away, incomplete. There were a whole bunch of receivers getting crossed up there. 3 and out. Columbus's defense does the job.
Yeah, definitely a mistake there. Somebody ran the wrong route. You don't want 2 receivers in one area. First of all, that allows a lot of defenders to hang around. This is probably fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Bounced off the back of Tanner Wagner.
It's Wagner right in the back.
So now Norfolk will punt it away. Cole Fundus taking over the special teams duties, the senior. Good punt. A little short. Checks up. And will Norfolk roll to the 47-yard line. So a 33-yard punt, no return. And we get our first look at the Columbus Discoverer offense this year. 5 starters back from a team that last year missed out on the playoffs. But Columbus, season openers have been kind to them. They've won 4 of their last 5 season openers, including last year against Fremont.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think when we talk to Coach Williams, he's got a lot of confidence. You can tell, and Will Wickham. Again, Wickham did get some starts last year. A little bit different when you're the man and everybody's kind of expecting you, but he's very confident in this young man and his abilities out there as a starter.
From the 46-yard line, Columbus will hand off Wojciechowski. I imagine it's going to be a steady diet of that young man. Norfolk certainly was ready for it. Making the tackle, Cohen Skiff. No gain, it'll be 2nd and 10.
I think one thing with when you're dealing with a guy with that sort of size that Wojciechowski has, we talk about that a lot. You don't want him squaring those shoulders and coming at you. You want him going kind of sideways. That's what you saw there. Not able to turn those shoulders and run with that bruising style.
Keegan Wemhoff in motion. Now he's lined up as a wing. The rollout caught. That's a 1st down and more into Norfolk territory across the 40 To the 36-yard line goes Omar Razakov, the junior. That's a nice, solid gain for Columbus and moves the Sticks, a gain of 19.
Razakov, he should be playing hockey, shouldn't he? That's a
Definitely
good-sounding hockey name,
yeah.
but makes a nice catch there and picks up the first down. That's a good pitch and catch between those two.
Now they hand off Razakov on a sweep that snap was off. That timing was just not there at all. Tanner Wagner, Cohen Skiff combining on the loss. It'll be second and long.
I think one thing that you're going to watch tonight, and we'll see part of this right now, is field position is going to be important, and what do you do with that field position when you have it? I don't know that either team's going to light up the scoreboard. Columbus, the first team now with the ball in enemy territory. Can they put some points on the board?
Loss of 3. It'll be second and 13 from the 38-yard line. Wickham, the senior, on play action, has Razakov deep. Oh, cutting underneath it. Beautifully done. That's Drew Strike. This Norfolk team has height.
Yeah.
This is an athletic bunch. Looked like when that ball was released, it could have been 6. Strike made a nice break on the ball.
Yeah, Strike not only tall, but a good athlete. And had a chance there. He stumbled just a little bit, but got on good position. And, man, that looks like a young Eric McKay getting up in the air like that.
Yeah, that's me trying to get the cookies on top of the refrigerator. Third down and 13. There's Drew Strike. That's a name you're going to hear a lot of in a few sports, folks. For Norfolk this year, Wickham to the air on third and long, nobody home, and it'll be fourth down. Was trying to get it to Keegan Wemhoff, but pressure was coming. Good coverage as well by Gavin Jarecki. It's fourth down.
Well, Columbus gets good field position, but they don't do anything with it. They get one first down. Now they're going to have to punt the ball away. I think you're gonna see a battle of field positions, and I think both teams are going to try to look for that big play to make hay in the offense.
Special teams was a big part of last year's game. Columbus had a punt return for a touchdown, although they ended up losing 28-14 a year ago. Here's Connor Colwhite looking for a little Coffin Corner action. We'll call it Connor Corner if he gets it right, and he does.
He does.
Inside the 10, Connor corners it to the 5-yard line. That's a 33-yard punt, no return. It sets up Norfolk with a whole lot of field turf in front of him.
Can Connor Coffin Corner kick it?
And get seashells by the seashore while pickling peppers?
Yeah,
that's the question.
I get tongue-tied when I say my name, so I'm not going to try to say all those things.
No score. Bit of a feeling out process in our first quarter, brought to you by Yankton Medical Clinic. At Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk, they're building a Norfolk legacy, one patient at a time, one generation at a time. From family practice to expert specialists, they're here for you today and every day. 1st and 10 from the 5. Second offensive set of the night for the Norfolk Panthers. 5 and 4 each of the last 2 years. They only got 10 guys on the field. It is week 1 after all. Now they have 11, and now they got to burn a timeout. This is not going to be a fun timeout for the Norfolk Panthers. We'll take one as well. 9:21 to go first quarter. No score. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Bank of the Valley. Together we go further. To see what games we're covering, follow on X at NCN Sports.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Coach Chris Kuzer, Norfolk Panthers, looking to score first in this Maroon Cup game on News Channel Nebraska. 4th year for Chris Kuzer, previously head coach of the Sydney Red Raiders. Look out, timing issues here. Signer has to improvise, scampers out across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Well, that is a nightmare of a scenario for a quarterback when you go to play action for someone who's not there.
Yeah, somebody turned either ran the wrong way or turned the wrong way, but miscommunication and doesn't help much when we are backed up. You did get a decent gain out of that.
Yeah, it's been their best play tonight, 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, that could have been much, much worse.
2 receivers either side of Signer in the pistol. Lane Mead, the running back behind him. Mead set up to block. Quick hitter, almost picked off. That was tipped. Jason Delano was ready for it, one of those 5 linebackers. When you got 5 linebackers, that can affect passing lanes. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and these guys are athletic. These guys can play those passing lanes, get their hands up, make plays. It's going to be difficult against this very athletic and aggressive crew. There you go, Delano gets that left hand up and knocks that one away.
Trying to get the ball out to Braden Long, the senior. So it's 3rd down and 2. Panthers 0 for 3 on their passing attempt so far. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. And they keep it on the ground with Mead. And I don't believe he got there. It's going to be close. Mead's the 15. Mead's first carry of the year. Judging by where the officials have it, he's a yard shy.
Yeah, he's short. It's 4th down, and early in the ball game, you're deep in your own territory. It's a no-brainer. You got to kick this one away. And again, Columbus just talked about it. The field position battle. Columbus almost barring a really good punt or a mishandle of the punt return, they should get the ball in Norfolk territory for the 2nd time.
Luke Messersmith back to receive the punt by Fundus. This one is a
great
great one. Takes a Norfolk roll. Messersmith fields it at the 32. Able to escape 1 tackle out to the 40. But a brilliant punt by Cole Fundus. 54 yards, 8 yards on the return. Columbus with good field position, but they probably feel like it should be better.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes, people like to make fun of kickers, and punters are almost an afterthought until you don't have one, right? That was a great kick. Those sort of things, we just got done talking about field position. Punters can change the game with flipping the field, and Columbus probably should have had the ball inside Norfolk territory. They do have a good starting spot at the 40, but they don't have what they might have had Fundus not boomed that kick.
Twin receivers to the right on 1st down. Rozikoff in motion. He caught the lone 1st down play of the game. They go his way again. Norfolk sitting back on that one. That was Braden Long knocking it away. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Boy, that one looked like that might go the other way. Almost an interception there.
It was Long, the senior.
Yeah, Long broke on the ball. Yeah, I was watching him, and I saw him breaking on the ball. I thought, uh-oh, that might go the other way. He does a great job just to knock it away.
So 2nd and 10 from the 40. Wickham, 4 receivers stacked, almost like tight ends. We'll go with an inside give. This is Wemhoff with some blockers. Wemhoff knocked out of bounds right at midfield. They'll give him even past midfield, so enough for a 1st down, an 11-yard gain by Wemhoff, and Columbus showing that while they have Wojciechowski, they've got a lot of weapons that can get the job done.
Yeah, they bring Wemhoff, or rather Wojciechowski, coming the other way. And that's what you do. I mean, you find your best players and get them the football where they can do some damage. Or Wemhoff, rather.
So 1st and 10 from midfield. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Wemhoff in motion. They're going to load him up on the right side. They'll block for Wojciechowski. Finds a hole. Falls forward, still churning 1st down yardage. There's the strength of the 205-pounder.
Yeah.
Out across the 40 to the 38, another 1st down, an 11-yard gain.
Wojciechowski's one of those backs that he invites contact. He's not going to shy away from it. He's not going to try to get away from you. He's going to try to run you over. Watch the breaking tackles. 1, 2, 3. I guess the 3rd guy ended up kind of hanging on there, but that is definitely Wojciechowski's strength, is his strength.
Gets down to the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 in Norfolk territory. Wickham on the rollout, caught. That'll be another 1st down. deeper into Norfolk territory. Down to the 25-yard line goes Wemhoff. That's a 12-yard gain. And Columbus, 3 straight first downs.
Yeah, I like what they're doing offensively. They're throwing some things at the Norfolk Panthers, some quick passes, and bringing the end around. They're right now got the Panther defense off balance a little bit.
Again, this is a Panther team with only 3 starters back from last year, so a lot of variation on offense could create confusion. Now on the pump, looking end zone, intercepted. No, incomplete. It was one-on-one coverage trying to get Conrad Renteria. Coming down with it, I thought, was Isaiah Wappelhorst. Wappelhorst, a great job defensively, and it's second down.
Well, watch Wappelhorst get that inside position. That's just a great job. Keeps his hand on the receiver, does not interfere. He's got the inside position and came down awkwardly. Hopefully he's okay there.
That kind of reached for his back. He got up under his own power, but he is limping a bit on the sideline. Now they go back to Wojciechowski. Ankling his way to the 20. That's a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. But boy, Lou, you assume you're going to see a steady diet of Wojciechowski, and you see all these different weapons for Columbus. This is an offense that might be surprising folks in the early going of the season.
Well, again, I think a lot of confidence in Will Wickman and his ability to spread that football around, and that just makes Wojciechowski more dangerous.
They go with that inside handoff to Wemhoff again on 3rd and 5. Not going to get there this time. A yard shy of first down yardage. Jaden Thompson making the stop, the leading returning tackler from a year ago, and it's decision time for head coach Craig Williams. They're hurrying to the line like they want to go for it on 4th down. And they do. They hand off. Wojciechowski's got it. Out across the 15, down to the 12-yard line. Look, when you got a 205-pounder in the backfield, it's 4th and 1. Just go for it, right?
Well, that's an advantage that they have. You've got an experienced back with the size and the strength. And a guy that you talked about trusting Will Wickman, you certainly trust Michael Wojciechowski to hang on to the football and make that tough run. And I'm guessing, certainly where you're at on the field makes a difference. But I think most of the time, Columbus, if it's 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, they're going to be giving the ball to the big fella back there.
1st and 10 from the 12. An impressive drive here. Wojciechowski now left side. Undercut inside the 10. Gets to the 5. That's a 7-yard gain, though, and it's 2nd and short. Long makes the stop.
A very impressive drive this time for Columbus.
Wojciechowski over 700 yards on the ground last year as a sophomore, 4 touchdowns. I imagine those numbers will be much larger this year. 2nd and 3 from the 5. Bunch formation. Wojciechowski into the pile. Out on the other side, shy of first down yardage. It'll be 3rd and about 2.
Well, so far the Columbus offensive line doing a good job against that Norfolk defensive front. That's always the battle. We talk about the quarterbacks, the receivers. It's the trenches where really kind of oftentimes decides the game, and Columbus offensive front doing a great job so far.
3rd and 1. Wojciechowski again left side, straight ahead, first down, and it'll be 1st and goal Columbus. Wojciechowski down to the 1-yard line. The 5th first down on this drive that started at the 40.
Yeah, first 3rd down conversion for either team. Columbus had a 4th down conversion on this drive.
Columbus wasting no time. 1st and goal from the 1 into the end zone. Discoverer strike first, and it's Michael Wojciechowski, the junior, from 1 yard out, his first score of the season.
Well, that's a surprise. Columbus gave the ball to Wojciechowski. I wasn't expecting that. No, I think everybody was. Wojciechowski, nice hole there off that right side. I mean, Wojciechowski's a tough dude and a tough guy to bring down, but when you get holes like that, and I like the fact that they called that play quickly because you've got Norfolk on their heels. Call that play quickly. Everybody knows who's going to get it, but don't allow Norfolk to get set up and try to stop it.
Extra point by Colwhite on its way up and good. 4:23 to go first quarter. Columbus with the lead, hold everything. We got a flag down. Discuss what the issue is with this flag. Looks like it might be on
The kick is good. Roughing the kicker.
Running into the
on
kicker
Norfolk.
on Norfolk. That'll be enforced on the kickoff, which will come after this break. 7-0, Columbus leading. You're watching NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, which has been providing quality residential and commercial floor coverings and installation for almost 50 years. And by You Say Pharmacy, where their mission is your family's health.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Columbus dominating time of possession, and now they score first. 7-0 on our scoreboard, brought to you in part by Faith Regional Physician Services. When hard work hits you hard, have faith. Also brought to you by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency's here to help. Visit gocurrency.com.
Eric, I don't know if you knew it, but during the timeout, there was another flag. We were called for illegal alliteration.
Oh no! Well,
the broadcast crew.
I gotta go easy on that. I have so many different poetic things that I'm planning on here. I need to be careful. Panthers will be starting 1st and 10. Still looking for their first down of the game. Only 6 plays they've run over the first 7 minutes and change of this first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked a little out of sync offensively. That's the bad news. The good news is still first quarter and plenty of time to right the ship. But you certainly want to start cleaning things up here quickly after that last drive by Columbus.
1st and 10 from the 20, Norfolk. With that loaded pistol, 2 running backs behind Signer. Fakes the handoff on the triple option, keeps it himself, read well by Jason Delano. Gain of a yard, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Delano played that option well, turned him inside and made the tackle. Had a good leverage on that play, good positioning. Forced that play inside and made the tackle.
Delano was a big play guy last year. Didn't have a ton of numbers, didn't start a lot, but did have a fumble recovery, returned for a touchdown a year ago, and is among that group of linebackers that Coach Craig Williams told me this week he thinks will be really, really good. 2nd and 9 for Norfolk. Signer on the rollout, fires, has his man caught. That's the best timed pass play Norfolk has run today, their first down. Out across the 30 to the 34-yard line goes Jarecki, and Norfolk moves the sticks.
Well, I think that's where Norfolk might do some damage in this ball game. You've got the quarterback Signer in his first start, but again, a guy I think a little bit better than maybe some people think. And then you've got some quality receivers, got some size, some athletic ability. Can they exploit that? Can they get the ball to the receivers here and make plays? That's a good start here, their first down of the ball game.
You've got Jarecki and Strike, both of whom are 6'5".
Yeah.
They fake the end around, go with the slant, first down into Columbus territory. Drew Strike flash in the hands. That was a timing route run perfectly for a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, there's a lot of college teams that would like a couple 6'5" receivers. But yeah, you're right, Eric. Good timing. Strike secures that football and makes the big play there for the first down.
Luke Messersmith makes the open field tackle. Norfolk in Columbus territory for the first time tonight. 1st and 10 from the 47. Signer with time, steps into it. Splitting defenders, first down yardage and more. Out across the 30 to the 27-yard line. Another 20-yard chunky yardage. That time Braden Long. And it's Cole Signer spreading the wealth.
Yeah, and you give Signer time to throw. Great job by that offensive line for Norfolk that time. Look how much time he has to set up, find his receiver, and then throw that strike to Long. And Long splits the defense there to pick up even more yardage. Get that yak yardage in there.
Gets down to the 26, so call it a 21-yard gain. 1st and 10. Signer again, sitting down in that zone for first down yardage again to the 15-yard line. That's Drew Strike. Well, they found their timing.
Yeah, they're exploiting that as we thought they might here. And just finding holes in the Columbus zone defense and moving the ball very impressively right now.
Correction, not a first down. They marked him a yard shy of the sticks. So a 9-yard gain. It's 2nd and 1, which is a dangerous down with these kind of weapons. They'll keep it on the ground and not get there. What a play by Tyler Zwingman, yanking Cohen Skiff, the 220-pounder, down in the backfield. It's 3rd and short.
Yeah, Zwingman got in the backfield and did exactly what you want to do there. Get low there, get around those legs and trip that running back up. Don't allow him to drag you. And no gain on that play, so now 3rd down and 1.
Can Norfolk get it done in the short yardage situations? They spread them out wide, 4 receivers. Looking end zone, right side, knocked away, well covered. It's 4th down. That was Luke Messersmith one-on-one with Strike, breaking a streak of 4 straight completions.
Yeah, Messersmith gives up some height, but what you make that up is where you get that position. You wall that receiver off and make that ball. If that ball doesn't go up over the top of you, you make the play. And Messersmith does a great job there, just great positioning and an incomplete pass. Now 4th down.
Bobsled team formation on 4th and 1. 3 running backs. They hand it to the deep back, 1st down. Out across the 15 to the 11. That's Jaden Thompson gaining 5 where they needed 1.
Yeah, he got 5. I thought he might score there.
Looked like it.
I didn't see which defender that was for Columbus, but all of a sudden he's down. But a big 1st down. Keep that drive going. Norfolk trying to tie this ball game.
4 first downs this drive. They had none when this drive started. Might get another playoff before the end of the quarter. From the 12, 1st and 10. Panthers trying to answer the Columbus score with one of their own. Trying to beat Columbus for the 3rd straight year. Signer looking left. Intercepted, overshot his man. He was trying to get it to Kaysen Jones, but it was Leighton Braithwaite coming down with it. A killer of a turnover for Columbus in the red zone.
Yeah, those hurt. Those really hurt. Norfolk was really driving this football, but that one was overshot. Just overthrew his receiver there. Braithwaite makes a nice catch to secure the football. Now Columbus turns Norfolk away. They got bad field position, but Norfolk does not score.
Braithwaite's first career interception. And now Columbus will have it 1st and 10 from the 6. 1 play to go in the 4th quarter. So following the gut punch, can Columbus get a haymaker?
You say Wojciechowski here?
You can. Columbus does. Norfolk was ready for it. No gain. And that's how the 1st quarter will come to an end. 7-0, Columbus leads. You're watching the Maroon Cup live on News Channel Nebraska.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping. Star-studded evenings. And award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
My brother RJ had me believe that he knew exactly what he was taking, but I don't think that during those times he was ever necessarily sober. We lost RJ at 32 to a prescription opioid overdose.
second quarter. It's Columbus with the ball, Lou, because of a great defensive play.
Yeah, just overshot his man there, trying to get the ball to Kason Jones, who himself is 6 foot, another big receiver, but just overshot him. And Braithwaite, it's one thing sometimes when you're battling to get the interception. We always talk about being open as a receiver is a tough catch. Sometimes as a defensive back too, when that ball is coming to you and you know it's coming to you, sometimes it's hard to catch it. But he secured the football, made the turnover, first one of the ball game, and certainly the biggest part of that is that Norfolk, despite an impressive drive, they come away with no points.
2nd and 10 after Wojciechowski stopped for no gain to end the first quarter. Columbus backed up at their own 6-yard line. Had an impressive 60-yard drive to score the touchdown last quarter. Throwing against the grain, off the fingertips, it'll be 3rd down. That was Wemhoff who would like that one back.
Yeah, a little bit out in front of Wemhoff, but anytime it hits you in the hands, you got to catch it. That would have been a 1st down. He had some room to run, too.
So 3rd down 10 from the 6-yard line. Boy, this would be a big stop for Norfolk coming off that turnover if they can get it.
Discoverers want to get this ball out of the shadow of their own end zone. Otherwise, you're going to be punting from that end zone.
Razakov in motion. Wickham on the rollout. Fires. What a catch in traffic. That's a 1st down. Wow. Abe Christensen coming down with it, absorbs the contact and gets 13.
Let's talk about tough catches, okay? It's certainly when you're open sometimes it's tough, and he was open, but he knows he's going to get nailed. He knew that defender was there. The coaches always told me, of course I dropped most of them, but they always told me, look, if you're gonna get hit anyway, catch the ball. And that's exactly what happened there.
That was Tanner Wagner laying the leather, but to no avail, and Columbus keeps the drive going. Oh, another big stick. Yeah, it's a rivalry game, folks. That's Cohen Skiff leaning all 220 pounds into Keegan Wemhoff. It'll be 2nd down and about 9.
Watch Mr. Skiff. Now, first of all, number 44. You wear number 44. You're a linebacker, and you play like a linebacker. Skiff look like Dick Butkus out there knocking people down, breaking face masks.
2nd down and 8. Wickham on play action. Play breaking down. Wickham almost intercepted. Oh, that was Wappelhorst again. That's twice that he has had both hands on one. He's done a nice job tonight. Broke up that offering to Wemhoff.
Well, it looked like that play started badly from the beginning because there was another kind of a play action, but there was no back there. He faked to nobody. So that doesn't really freeze you when there's nobody there that you're faking to, because you know nobody's not going to get the ball.
The only person that freezes is the quarterback, who's trying desperately not to panic.
And the coach.
Now it's 3rd down and 8. Yeah, that too. Wickham with time on the rollout, looking deep, looking for Renteria.
Got him. Oh,
had it in stride, but it's broken up. That's Cruz Cabrera making an incredible play on the back end. It's 4th down.
Wow, almost a huge play. Renteria had a step. It wasn't too bad of a pass, but again, the defensive play here. Get your hands up and slap that away.
Cabrera just closed enough, and Columbus will punt. Call White will do the honors. Drew Strike back deep, 185-pound junior. Well, hold everything. We got a timeout by Columbus. We'll take one as well. 10:34 to go in the half. 7-0 Columbus. This is News Channel Nebraska.
At Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, our definition of care is showing devotion to and concern towards the health of you and your family. We believe each person that walks through our doors deserves to have a primary care provider they're comfortable with, to be treated like family, and to have their health needs exceeded. Our 20 family medicine providers, located in 10 communities throughout Northeast Nebraska, offer comprehensive health care for all ages. Whether you need a yearly checkup, chronic care management, or you're under the weather, count on us for primary health care you can trust. And if you or your family require a higher level of care, our primary care providers connect you to the area's largest multi-specialty physician group, ensuring a seamless healthcare experience. Choose Faith.
On fourth down, call White, punts it away. Not a great one. Fair catch called for and made in traffic. Strike had to come up to get that one. This will be great field position for Norfolk. Just a 23-yard punt. No return. This is an opportunity for the Panthers. Defense did the job after the turnover. Can the offense now finish a drive?
Always like guys like Drew Strike there that come up there and catch that football. Don't let that thing hit the ground because, I mean, you don't know what that thing's going to do. It might roll 30 yards past you, and then you come up, you make a sure catch and save that field position. Norfolk, kind of like Columbus earlier in the ball game, Norfolk's got great field position.
Empty backfield, 5 wide. Cole Fundus in motion, they give to him. And he's got blockers. Fundus straight ahead. That's a first down, or at least close to it. To the 35-yard line, Fundus' first carry. Goes for 9.
That's a good first down carry. Norfolk's trying to run the football here, and they're doing their own little end around. And Fundus picks up a good 9 yards there. So great start here for the drive for the Panthers.
5 different players have carried the football for Norfolk. No one has carried it more than twice. Empty backfield again. Norfolk saw some success spreading Columbus out. Maybe they've noticed something. On second and short, Signer wants it all, has a man in stride. Touchdown, Drew Strike. And the Panthers strike back.
Uh-oh, he threw a strike, right?
He did.
Drew Strike. We got a lot of striking going on. And a strike for a touchdown. That's what I think. You see what Norfolk's bread and butter is going to be this year. You've got a good young quarterback and some big athletic receivers. Strike got past his man. He's 5 yards past him. All you got to do is concentrate, catch the football, and that's a touchdown. Norfolk really is starting to look impressive with that passing game.
Extra point is up. It is good, and here we go. We are tied at the Maroon Cup. 9:43 to go first half. 7 up. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
NZN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health System. Affordable, accessible, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Columbus defense giving up a big play, 35-yard touchdown strike to Drew Strike, his first of the season. Cole Signer, 4th career touchdown pass, has this game all square, 7 apiece, alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay, and Lou, let's not forget, those two connected on what probably would have been a touchdown earlier had Strike not dropped the ball. So that's twice now that they've been able to burn Columbus's secondary with that Signer to Strike connection.
Yeah, no question about it. We talked about the junior class, and really both of these teams. I know Norfolk very excited about the athleticism of that junior class. We saw it there with Drew Strike. He's 6'5", 185. He's an athlete. You can see it. He runs well, and he's going to get open a lot. He's going to be a very tough matchup, especially in one-on-one situations.
Fundus to kick it away. This one returnable. Fielded at the 15. Norfolk coverage able to find Braithwaite across the 30 to the 31-yard line. All right, well, Columbus, let's see if their offense can get back on track a bit. They were close on a couple of pass plays, but Norfolk secondary made a couple of nice plays the last time out to stop the drive.
Well, first things for Columbus is you've got better field position, so you can do a little bit more offensively. And I think Will Wookham also. Both these quarterbacks are very, very capable players that can make plays. We'll see what Columbus dials up on this drive.
From the 31. Little option misdirect coming near side. It's Rozikoff across the 35. Solid first down gain to the 38.
Well, after what we've seen lately with this Norfolk passing game, Columbus might want to try to shorten this game and run the ball and try to knock some time off of this clock.
2nd down 4 after that gain of 6. Rozikoff's second carry this evening. In motion goes Wemhoff. Wickham looking his way, instead goes deep over the top, has his man, it's caught in Norfolk territory for the first down. Conrad Renteria, his first reception tonight, and it's a big one for Columbus, moving the sticks on a gain of 36.
Well, Columbus says, not so fast, my friend. We've got some receivers and a good quarterback too. Renteria, boy, he got open there. That's a big play for Columbus. Now Columbus inside Norfolk territory, they're trying to take the lead here about halfway through the second quarter.
Handoff, Wojciechowski up the middle, good patience, found the hole, gets inside the 20, close to another first down. It'll be 2nd and short. Wojciechowski gets 9 on his 10th carry of the evening. And quickly to the line of scrimmage. This is what they did on their touchdown drive using pacing. That time Wojciechowski gets the first down around the edge, gets 3. Not letting Norfolk get set up.
Well, it's just like the boxer that gets his opponent hurt. You're coming after him, right? And we get Norfolk on their heels. They're going to, now it's slowing down a little bit here, but you see the tempo that they try to use against Norfolk when they've made some plays here.
1st and 10. 9 first downs for the Columbus offense in this first half. Inside give, boy, they like that misdirection. Now it's Wemhoff to the edge. Stacked up, driven out, close to first down yardage. It'll depend on the spot. He got inside the 5. They're going to say 2nd down about a yard.
Watch the blocks. See number 71, if you can see him in there, it's hard to tell. Number 71's the center, and my first great name of the year, Memphis Cesaris.
Yeah, that's a great
name. Love
name.
that name. He sealed his man off. He had a great block that made that play go.
Big 6'1", 270-pounder. 2nd down short. It's Wojciechowski time. Dives into the pile, backs his way for the first down. It's 1st and goal.
Great answer right now for the Discoverers. They've got to finish this drive, but they've moved the ball, moved it with purpose. Look a lot better than they did. Of course, field position matters, and they've been able to run their full offense with good field position.
The Norfolk player lost a helmet, so he's got to come out. That might be a break for Norfolk because Columbus wanted to get to the line quickly.
That's funny. When I played, every game I lost my helmet. I didn't know where it was.
Turned out the coaching staff was hiding it. All right, 1st and goal for Columbus. Everybody in between the tackles. Wojciechowski to the right, diving forward and in. Touchdown, Columbus. Michael Wojciechowski, the junior, his 2nd touchdown run tonight, and Columbus regains the lead.
I think, well, first of all, here, let's watch this play. Just a good job. I mean, he's so hard to tackle one-on-one. You just can't really, and that was a pretty low tackle attempt. Wojciechowski just powers through it and gets into the end zone. The only question as far as Wojciechowski is how many touchdowns is he going to have this season? He is a very, very tough guy around that goal line.
Call White's extra point up and good, and Columbus regains the lead. 7:12 to go in the half. 14-7 Discoverers. You're watching the Maroon Cup on News Channel Nebraska.
Nebraska, it's time to celebrate our community heroes. Do you know a local hero who dedicates their time to make your community better? Someone who leads with a vision for a brighter tomorrow and inspires others to join? Nominate them today for the Community Hero Program, thanks to Medica. Each month, one Nebraska hero will be chosen and will get to choose a nonprofit to receive a $1,000 donation. Let's honor those who make our community shine. Community Hero, celebrating the heart of Nebraska.
Some jobs are hard work, long hours.
Good crowd on hand here. Beautiful night. Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field. 14-7, Columbus on top.
If you like the color maroon, there's lots of it here.
This is definitely a place to be wearing your best maroon shirt. You know, if you're a parent of a Norfolk athlete or a Columbus athlete, you got to have like a rotation of them, right?
Yep.
Although the student section went with white this evening. That's Columbus's students. Boy, Columbus student section showing out in week one. They're on the road.
And the Norfolk is where students are wearing black. It's a blackout here for the Panthers.
We've got yin and yang, opposites attracting here in week one. Straight ahead across the 20 to the 24 comes Norfolk with a chance to answer. We talk about the student section being here. This is one of the few times that either of these teams will get to go to a road game and not have to drive 2 hours to get there.
Yeah.
There's the Norfolk senior or student section with plenty of senior representation, no doubt. And their incredible marching band.
And they usually sit down front. I'm pretty sure the young man in gray is not a senior, but.
First and 10 from the 24 for Norfolk. Empty backfield again. They found success out of this formation. They'll go with Signer on the keeper. He's been their best running option tonight. Gets about 6 yards there. And it'll be second down and 6. Hey, folks, stick around for halftime, brought to you by Insurance 365, the healthcare specialists you want to do business with. Also brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. Speaking of Kearney, UNK with a nice win last night over Shadron State, winning the Good Life Trophy. 2nd and 4. Whoa, my, was that a bullet? How about the hands of Gavin Jarecki to handle that one? That broke my fingers just watching it. It'll be first down.
Jarecki made that catch exactly how you want to make it. You extend those hands, catch that ball with your hands. You don't let it get into your body, and then bounce off your shoulder pads. He extends. Watch him extend, get those hands out, and catch that football. Great job.
You know that hurt, though, right? That ball, ooh, that one had some mustard on it. Signer's got some strength. He has impressed tonight in his first official start.
Yeah, John Elway used to dislocate guys' fingers when he threw those.
Don't know that we're doing that tonight. Probably at least stinging a bit. Against the grain, that one on a hop, incomplete. Trying to get it to Jones. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, I think we can officially say this is the start of Air Cruiser tonight here. There are going to be a lot of passes. Got a quarterback you're comfortable with. You got a lot of receivers. Why not? I think that's going to be Norfolk's bread and butter this year, is to use those young guys, those juniors, the quarterback, the receivers, and make big plays through the air.
23 passes by both teams in the first half. I hope no one here has dinner reservations they need to get to. 2nd and 10. Signer looking over the middle. Caught. Good safety valve play there to Tanner Wagner. It'll be 3rd down, about 7.
Yeah, Norfolk has not converted a 3rd down tonight. That last touchdown drive didn't have to. They do have 1 4th down conversion.
Signer getting the call from Coach Kuzer. Kuzer, a longtime coach in Nebraska, not just at Sydney, also coached at Bridgeport, was an assistant at Grand Island as well. He's been at this a long time. 3rd down and 7. Signer with time. Out left, undershot his man, intercepted. 2nd INT tonight by Columbus. That's Connor Colwhite. Read the quarterback the whole way.
Well, and that ball hung up there a little bit. I think Signer wants to put a lot more mustard. We talked about him throwing hard. Watch this ball just kind of floated up there. And that just that allowed the interception. Call White just waiting for that football. So the first mistake for Norfolk, first turnover of the ball game for the Panthers.
Cason Jones intended for that one. I believe he was the player intended on the first interception that was thrown in the red zone as well. So now Columbus in business. On first down, getting another one down the far sideline inside the 20. That's Leighton Braithwaite. To the 18, that's a 23-yard gain, longest running play of the night.
Well, Columbus doesn't maybe have the size at the skill positions that Norfolk does, but they have plenty of athletic talent. And there you go. There's a big play for Columbus. And you see that so often on those sudden change situations. A lot of times when that happens, you get a chance offensively to get a big play, than Columbus does right there.
From the 17, now it's Braithwaite in motion. Wickham, handoff, Wojciechowski, stretch play to the right. Solid first down gain. Dropped by Norfolk linebacker Braden Long, my apologies. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Now Columbus, we talked about using that tempo a little bit. Now you can take a little bit of time. 4:28, 4:27 and counting here before halftime. I'm going to chew up some clock here and come away with some points. Don't leave Norfolk a lot of time to do anything when they get the football.
2nd and 5 from the 12. Inside, now outside goes Braithwaite. Breaking tackles, finally driven out of bounds. Boy, Columbus slippery. A lot of backs that are tough to bring down. It'll be 3rd and short.
Yeah, you see the talent on both of these teams.
Yeah.
The question really for Norfolk and Columbus, being that they're the smaller enrollment Class A schools,
Yeah.
you just don't have the depth that the Omaha and Lincoln schools have in many cases. So you got to keep guys healthy. We've seen Norfolk teams here before that had a lot of talent. You get a few guys hurt, and that just derails your season. So, but you can see the talent that both of these teams have.
Well, and you've heard, we've been calling a lot of names on both sides of the ball for both these teams. A lot of these players go both ways. Wojciechowski, 1st and goal. Inside the 10 to inside the 5 to the 2. 9-yard gain. And Columbus in business.
He's just like a runaway Buick out there, isn't he? I don't want to tackle that guy.
Now they do a quick handoff. Flag came in.
Got movement.
Dead ball.
Yep.
False start against Columbus.
That is indeed they're trying to do those quick snaps, and sometimes, especially in week 1, that timing's not going to be there necessarily. So 1st and goal now from the 7.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to give up the field position when you're that close to the end zone, but I think a first down mistake there doesn't necessarily kill you. And again, you've got plenty of time to work with. You don't have to rush anything, and you still have 2 timeouts to work with.
From the 7, Wickham. Faking the handoff to his left. Nice snag in traffic. Great open field tackle to prevent the touchdown by Wappelhorst. But it's Braithwaite down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an excellent tackle by Wappelhorst. And you talk about putting a little mustard on that pass. Well, Wickham fired that one. But a great catch. Columbus inside the 5.
How about Wickham? He's completed 5 passes to 5 different receivers. We've seen 9 different players catch balls tonight.
You see the talent really for both these quarterbacks.
Back to the bread and butter. Wojciechowski. Feed the beast. He's back in for the 3rd time tonight, and Columbus is up 2 scores.
Feed the beast, and he's hungry tonight. He is feasting right now. Let's watch it. It's going to come right into your living room there. Break 1, 2 tackles into the end zone. Wojciechowski, he is just a monster out there. And now we got a Norfolk Panther down at the goal line.
Training staff on to check on that. We will take a break. Extra point pending, 20-7. Columbus with the lead. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Bank of the Valley. Together we go further. To see what games we're covering, follow on X at NCN Sports.
Are your Medicare supplements too high? Does your employer not offer health insurance? Who can I trust locally in a live office and not an 800 number? Come see Insurance 365 healthcare experts Angela Credeville and Sarah Kuhn. Angela specializes for you with personal consulting for people over 65 and their Medicare plans. Sarah is the expert on individual plans for those of you under 65. Angela and Sarah, the healthcare experts you want to do business with.
A Norfolk player still down on a beautiful night here at Veterans Memorial Field in Norfolk. Do not see who the player is that is down.
We barely mention avoiding injuries, and then all of a sudden a Norfolk player is hurt.
Athletic trainer Shannon Everett out to take a look and able to get to his feet, thankfully. Miles Arenas. Correction, that's Zach Bittner,
yeah.
a 200-pounder, the junior. Not putting any weight on that right leg. That's not a good sign.
Already has a brace on that leg. So we'll hope certainly that Mr. Bittner can. He probably ain't going to be back in this game the way he looks there. Hopefully, nothing too serious.
So Call White on to try to kick his third extra point. And hold everything. He won't kick it yet. And the extra point will be 5 yards harder.
Ball start against Columbus.
You know, and knock on wood, I don't want to jinx this, but we have not seen as many of the procedure penalties that you normally see in late August football.
That's been pretty clean. We've had a couple here on this drive for Columbus, but certainly the first one didn't hurt, and you hope you don't miss an extra point because of a penalty.
Kicks up right down Broadway and good. So Columbus getting it done again. We've got just over 2 minutes to go in the first half, and Columbus has scored 14 unanswered. And they're up 21-7, and Lou, their offense is really humming, doing a nice job mixing in the run and the pass.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been very diverse. They've been the more diverse team. They've been able to run and throw the football. Norfolk had that great drive there. 9:43 left to go in the second quarter. They tied the ball game, had that pass to strike, and then in the last 7 minutes and 34 seconds, Columbus has scored 2 touchdowns. So Columbus has kind of taken control of this game as we approach halftime. And as you mentioned, they've been able to run, they've been able to pass. I really like the way they've mixed it around. And then when you get down by the goal line, you give it to Wojciechowski, and you get 6 points out of that.
16 carries, 68 yards, 3 touchdowns in the first half. That is getting it done.
Yeah, in one half. Yeah,
that's real man work there. And Wojciechowski, just a junior.
Yeah, another junior. Both these teams just loaded with junior talent.
So now Connor Caldwell on to kick it away. Norfolk 2 timeouts left. So certainly plenty of time with their quick strike offense at times. Plenty of time for them to maybe answer again before the half. From the 9-yard line, it's long. Can't bounce to the outside. Panthers will start at the 23.
We'll see now how much Coach Kuzer trusts his young quarterback. Because I think, Norfolk has been able to throw the football against Columbus. You've got 2:05 left to go. You still have 2 timeouts to work with. I think you certainly see how these first couple plays go, but I think you could be aggressive here and try to make some plays downfield.
So 1st and 10 from the 23. Cole Signer, 7 of 14, but 2 interceptions that have stymied the Panthers. They keep it on the ground here. Good, solid first down run. Lane Mead pinballs his way across the 30. It'll be 2nd and 7. Or, sorry, 2nd and 3 after the gain of 7. Right up the middle. They get first down yardage. Columbus trying to force another turnover. They don't. And Norfolk able to get to the 45 on a quick hitter. Norfolk wasting no time.
As Tanner Wagner there with the catch. And Norfolk now, you've got really good field position at the 45. 124 and counting, but 2 timeouts left.
Panthers with 4 split wide, taking some time before the snap. Signer has to change his mind. Now rolling to the right, getting to the sideline, getting out of bounds, protecting the clock and into Columbus territory. Finished off by Delano, but a good heady play by the junior QB.
Yeah, absolutely. Good job by Signer not to force anything. Nobody's open, you tuck it down, you get some yards, and get out of bounds on top of that.
64 seconds to go in the half. Norfolk trying to make it 3 in a row over their rivals. Columbus, meanwhile, trying to win their 5th season opener in the last 6 seasons. 2nd and 4. Signer deep over the middle, overthrown and almost intercepted again. Connor Colwhite had a bead on that ball. Intended for Jones. Poor Cason Jones. The balls that have been intended for him have been the ones most dangerous tonight for Norfolk.
Yeah. Boy, Colwhite, I thought he might have that one. Was down there. Ooh, was not quite able to get his hands on the football.
So 3rd and 4. From the 49-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's Long. On the near side, the bottom of your screen. Signer stepping up, firing, caught, first down. Extending the play is Cason Jones, finally able to catch one. He's been targeted quite a bit tonight.
Yeah.
It's out across the 40. They mark him at the 40. That's a gain of 9.
Yeah, Cason Jones he's only a sophomore, but he's going to have some big numbers before his high school career is over.
Norfolk going hurry up. They have 2 timeouts from the 40. Signer over the middle, playing in traffic. It's caught. What a snag by Jones. Right on cue. 19-yard gain.
Yeah, you see what, again, Norfolk can be aggressive here because you've got the people out there. You got the personnel that can make plays. You just got to avoid the costly turnovers.
Now Norfolk calls a timeout. 29 seconds to go in the half, and the Panthers showing the ability to move the ball with the quickness. And take a look at this. This is a quarterback confident in his receiver's ability to go up and get it.
Yeah.
There were a lot of discoverers in the area.
Yeah, that was a scary one. They had about 4 discoverers around Jones. Jones goes up and makes a great catch.
And again, like you mentioned, Lou, just a sophomore, but again, he's one of those guys, that Coach Kuzer mentioned at the pregame, the summer, the 7-on-7s. These players that have been taking advantage of those opportunities, and you're seeing the improvement year over year.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see, especially on this offensive unit for Norfolk, the youthful talent that they have.
1st and 10 from the 20. More importantly, 29 seconds, 1 timeout for the Panthers. Trying to make this a 1-score game before the half. Signer, left side, caught out of bounds. Perfectly done. That's Drew Strike. Boy, Signer to Strike. That is going to be a connection talked about quite a bit this season.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That was a really good, just a simple out pattern, but a really good pass, and Strike gets out of bounds, stops the clocks. Norfolk still has a timeout to work with, 24 seconds to go before half.
Strike's 4th reception. He caught the touchdown pass earlier, was a fingertip away from another one on the opening drive. First and goal. Signer on the rollout. A lot of discoveries in the end zone. Can't find strike. Strike the second option on that rollout. It'll be second down.
You see a lot of times where teams run the ball and you wear the defense down. This passing game could certainly wear wear the Columbus defense down. They've got a lot of people to cover, and they're spreading the field there. Almost had a touchdown.
Second and goal from the 10, 19 seconds. Still one timeout remaining for Norfolk.
The key for right now for Signer is just not to have the turnover. You want him to be aggressive. You just don't want him to make bad throws into coverage.
Signer looking, end zone, caught, touchdown! Cason Jones showing out on this drive, his third reception of the drive, a 10-yard touchdown reception.
Well, I got to believe there's a lot of Class A teams that are going to watch this film. Win or lose for Norfolk, you got a lot to worry about when you're playing these guys. A lot of receivers. Jones is, again, only a sophomore. Might be the most talented guy out there. What a drive. What an answer for Norfolk right before the half.
1 minute, 55-second touchdown drive, capped off by the extra point there. We got 14 seconds to go in the half. And Norfolk's back within 7. Back and forth we go in the Maroon Cup. And Lou, we kind of thought it would be this way. You know, Columbus, not the best year last year, but they got the experience coming back. Norfolk, 2 straight 5-4 years, a lot of new faces, a lot of untested talent. Boy, it's turned into a really good game so far.
Yeah, I really like both of these teams. I like the talent that both these teams had. We knew both of these junior classes coming in that both coaches were really excited about what these junior classes have. We've seen it with Norfolk. And then on the Columbus side, I think they've got a little bit more experience out there overall, and they've got their own, talented ability. Their difference maker, Wojciechowski, with 3 touchdowns. The running side of that, I've really liked the way Columbus has been very diverse. They've used their run, they've used some, those slot handoffs and the running game certainly with Wojciechowski, but they've been able to throw the ball very well with Wickham. I think this second half, you don't want to go anywhere, folks.
No.
You got to watch this second half. This is going to be a great finish.
Yeah, this might be a last possession wins kind of ball game. This is what you want for the Battle of Highway 81, right?
Absolutely.
This is how you start a rivalry. This is how you start a high school football season. On News Channel Nebraska. Had the college games last night. Lou, you saw, speaking of teams that look impressive, my goodness. You think Wayne State's ready?
I think Wayne State, I've been saying, I think they're poised for a special year. I love Logan Masters and what he's done with that program. They've got a lot of talent up there in Wayne.
They got a former Norfolk defender by the name of Jackson Boss who's doing some big things for him. Solid return by Columbus here. We'll see if Coach Craig Williams decides to do anything crazy with 9 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, I think here, there's just not enough time. I think you just hand off and take that lead into the locker room. The last thing you'd want to have is a catastrophic turnover. And the best you could do is a breakaway play. I just don't know that you chance that here. Again, you've got a 7-point lead. You take that into the locker room.
Looks like Columbus is in that safe formation. They'll take the knee, and that'll take us to the half. What a half of football.
Yeah.
Through 2 quarters, Columbus 21, Norfolk 14. Halftime show coming up. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, which has been providing quality residential and commercial floor coverings and installation for almost 50 years. And by You Say Pharmacy, where their mission is your family's health.
Elevate your drive with Woodhouse Ford. From driving the city streets to cruising the back roads, Woodhouse Ford has something for every lifestyle. Discover the joy of performance and reliability with Woodhouse Ford, where every mile is a testament to quality craftsmanship. With 3 locations in Omaha, Blair, and Plattsmouth, Woodhouse Ford is ready to help you. Shop our inventory and offers going on now and experience the difference of buying with Woodhouse Ford.
At Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, our definition of care is showing devotion to and concern towards the health of you and your family. We believe each person that walks through our doors deserves to have a primary care provider they're comfortable with, to be treated like family, and to have their health needs exceeded. Our 20 family medicine providers, located in 10 communities throughout Northeast Nebraska, offer comprehensive health care for all ages. Whether you need a yearly checkup, chronic care management, or you're under the weather, count on us for primary health care you can trust. And if you or your family require a higher level of care, our primary care providers connect you to the area's largest multi-specialty physician group, ensuring a seamless healthcare experience. Choose Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, where we don't just care for you, we care about you.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
Fields, farms, communities. That's Farmers' Pride. Our purpose is simple. We help farmers feed the world. We bring value to our communities by investing in what matters to people. Because we are from here, work here, and live here. We believe in cooperatives, locally owned, locally operated, and locally controlled. In the field, on your farm, in your community. That's Farmers' Pride.
Let's get moving, Nebraska. Show us how you stay healthy and you could really make a difference. Capture these moments, whether it's a walk in the park, playing with your kids or pets, biking or swimming, or even cooking a healthy meal, and share them with us. Each week, one lucky winner will choose a school to receive a $500 donation from Medica. Join the fun and make a difference. Submit today at newschannelnebraska.com and your school could win $500. Stretch Across Nebraska, presented by Medica with News Channel Nebraska.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Hospice is a philosophy of care for those individuals who've been diagnosed with a terminal illness who no longer want to pursue curative measures as opposed they want to receive comfort measures. Hospice is not about giving up or waving the white flag. It's really about changing our focus. If we can impact how someone feels on a day-to-day basis, we can impact their quality of life.
My wife was diagnosed with lung cancer, stage 4 terminal from the get-go. Early summer, late spring of 23, and we entered into the hospice program. I knew that Jan was going to be comfortable as could be. She certainly had some difficult moments, but by and large, hospice provided her with pain-free care, which was so important with the condition that she had.
I think here at Faith Regional Hospice, we all take our job very personally. My name is Jennifer Bucklew, and these are hospice services through Faith Regional.
Halftime Show is brought to you by Insurance 365, your local expert for your Medicare plans, and by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney.
Halftime here in Norfolk, 21-14. Columbus with the lead. You know, we talk about sports, we talk about youth and greater Nebraska getting better at sports. One of the ways you do that is by investing in your infrastructure, right? They're doing that out in Kearney. Have you heard about this Kearney Sportsplex? So this place, owned by the city of Kearney, planning to open it next spring. This thing is going to feature so much stuff. How about the gym? 59,000 square foot hardwood gym. 3,000 plus can fit in this place with bleachers to watch the action. You can do basketball tournaments. You can have up to 12 volleyball courts there. Throw some wrestling mats down. You can host all kinds of youth tournaments at a place like this. The Sportsplex also, they're going to put it right there on Eunice Drive, which if you've been to Kearney lately, you know that's a part of town that's really getting built up. They're putting it right by a bunch of the new hotels, some great restaurants out there. The new Visit Kearney Center is out there as well. They are investing a lot of money in sports in Kearney, and the Kearney Sportsplex is a big part of it. Lou, we've seen lots of cool venues in Kearney over the years. This is just going to add to the list.
Our friend Kalen Debbins excited about the pickleball courts.
Of course.
That are going in there. So
absolutely. Yeah, they got all kinds of great stuff going out there. That's the Kearney Sportsplex. More to come as that gets set to open in the spring of 2025. More Halftime Show coming up. You're watching NCN.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
At home or on the range, AGI Sentinel's buildings protect crops and valuable assets from harsh weather conditions. Don't risk losing your hard-earned assets to seasonal elements when AGI Sentinel pre-engineered all-steel buildings are the simple and sturdy solution that provide maximum protection for a minimum cost. For free estimates, talk to Scott, Kenny, or Luke about your AGI Sentinel building. Call 402-748-3551 today or go to ashoffconstruction.com.
My name is Tad Bruning, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. I think a homeowner should choose to work with Elkhorn Valley Bank because we are right here in your community. We know the market, we know all the ins and outs of what real estate is, and we are ready to help you build your financial future and prosper in our community. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
At Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, our definition of care is showing devotion to and concern towards the health of you and your family. We believe each person that walks through our doors deserves to have a primary care provider they're comfortable with, to be treated like family, and to have their health needs exceeded. Our 20 family medicine providers, located in 10 communities throughout Northeast Nebraska, offer comprehensive health care for all ages. Whether you need a yearly checkup, chronic care management, or you're under the weather, count on us for primary health care you can trust. And if you or your family require a higher level of care, our primary care providers connect you to the area's largest multi-specialty physician group, ensuring a seamless healthcare experience. Choose Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, where we don't just care for you, we care about you.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Storefronts, pop-up shops, food trucks, and digital retail. The way we do business is ever-changing, and so are we. Madison County Bank's business lending team is constantly evolving to support and provide new information to our business and commercial customers. We understand that your business is truly unique. We are ready to find the business banking services that fit your needs best. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
NZN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health System. Affordable, accessible, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Lots to dance about. What an entertaining first half. 21-14 Columbus with the lead over Norfolk alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay. Let's take a look at some halftime highlights if we can as we talk about this first half. 419 total yards of offense, but in different ways. Columbus did a lot of it on the ground. You see Wojciechowski there in for the first of 3 touchdowns. Luke, Columbus 123 yards on the ground. Norfolk 171 through the air, but it could have been more. A couple of turnovers in Columbus territory really changed the scope of this game.
Yeah, that's going to be the key going forward. This game and for the season for Norfolk is to eliminate turnovers. They've got a ton of weapons. And certainly Signor finds one right here and strike for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's going to be an impressive connection this year. Signor to strike that one from 35 yards out. Norfolk tying the game, but Columbus, boy, they're just so punishing on the ground. Able to use their passing game as a really nice change of pace. This is a nice pass from Will Wickham to Conrad Renteria. They had almost connected on one earlier that was broken up, then finished off by Wojciechowski. 16 carries for him, 68 yards, 3 touchdowns in the first half alone. And then, you know, Norfolk again moving the ball, but Lou, Columbus has been able to set back a couple of times and pick off the junior QB.
Yeah, Signor's thrown some really good balls. That one was probably not a great ball. It just kind of hung up there and really allowed Call-White to seek that one out. Call-White's a ball hawk. You don't want to hang him up there with him. And there's Wojciechowski for the last touchdown. I don't think you can spell Wojciechowski without the letters T and D, I don't think.
We'll figure out a way to work him in there. Most of the other letters of the alphabet are in there, certainly. But Norfolk, look, they got 2 minutes. That's plenty of time for an offense like this. How about this catch in traffic by the sophomore, Kaysen Jones? They've been trying to get it to him, They finally get that connection. Finished off in the end zone here. That's just a sophomore. These receivers are going to put up some gaudy numbers over the next couple of years. 21-14 here at the half. Norfolk, again, Cole Signer, 12 of 21 through the year. 21 passes in the first half. 171 yards, 2 touchdowns, but does have the 2 picks. Columbus, meanwhile, 123 yards on the ground, 83 through the air, but more importantly for them, no turnovers. Let's take a look at some other scores of interest for these teams, looking at some of their other district opponents around the state of Nebraska last night. Of course, all eyes on West Side, right? The 2-time defending champs, an impressive win yesterday over Omaha North, 22-7. Vikings are much improved. They should be very good again this year. A game that was moved from last night to tonight. Elkhorn South, look, Lincoln East I think is going to be pretty good this year, but Elkhorn South is kind of on that next level. They beat the Spartans tonight 38 Wow. Omaha Burke, maybe a bounce back year for them. They're up big on Benson, 55-0. That game just starting the second half. Talking about rivalries, a lot of teams playing rivalry games tonight. Papio and Papio South. It's Papillion La Vista up 14-10 at the half. Kearney leading North Platte at home tonight, 14-0. That game in the third quarter. And then Millard North, Millard West. That seems unfair to make those two play each other week one. Two very good teams, but it's Millard North actually on top at the half in that one, 23-14. Here it's 21-14, Columbus with the lead, and entertaining second half in store, no doubt. That's next. You've been watching the Halftime Show on NCN.
Halftime Show is brought to you by Insurance 365, your local expert for your Medicare plans. And by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney.
Make this the summer of Jeep at Woodhouse Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Save on our full lineup of SUVs like the 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. And take advantage of our current offers going on right now. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Blair or Bellevue today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Bank of the Valley. Together we go further. To see what games we're covering, follow on X at NCN Sports.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, which has been providing quality residential and commercial floor coverings and installation for almost 50 years. And by You Say Pharmacy, where their mission is your family's health.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures, out-of-this-world shopping, star-studded evenings, and award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
My brother RJ had me believe that he knew exactly what he was taking, but I don't think that during those times he was ever necessarily sober. We lost RJ at 32 to a prescription opioid overdose.
And we got college football coming your way tomorrow on News Channel Nebraska. Our first look at the Doane Tigers taking on Graceland. I assume they're the Elvises. Doane taking on Graceland, 12:50 Central, 11:50 Mountain here on News Channel Nebraska. Good to get the Doane Tigers back on NCN television this year.
I've heard that Graceland's a pretty good team there, Scylla. There's a very bad Elvis impersonation.
That's fine. That's fine. Interestingly, no Norfolk or Columbus players on Doane's roster, but plenty of athletes who you have seen on News Channel Nebraska playing high school football over the years. So you'll want to tune into that, see what they're up to, see what the Doane Tigers plenty of room for improvement there down in Crete. They'll get their season going against Graceland tomorrow. Meanwhile, we will get our I'll talk about Friday because I'm partial to it. It's the game I'm doing. But Lou, can we talk about next Thursday? The Class C1 state champion from last year is playing the Class C2 state champion from last year this year, and they're doing it on Thursday, and it just so happens that they're really, really big rivals. Boone Central, Norfolk Catholic. As soon as that game got scheduled, Brandon Axman and I were texting back and forth like, we have to do this game, right? Yes, we will absolutely. So, yeah, Boone Central, Norfolk Catholic from this field will be live this Thursday. And look, Norfolk and Columbus, they've shown out in a big way. I'll bet there'll be more people at that game. That game is a huge – it is so rare that you get two defending state champs playing each other. And to see that rivalry start over again with Boone Central in Class C2 now, folks, I know Norfolk Catholic Pierce is the big one. Norfolk Catholic Boone Central isn't far behind it.
Right.
That is a huge rivalry, and it's going to be fun to see those two lock horns again.
Well, Norfolk Catholic has only lost they've lost twice in the last 3 years. One of those losses was Boone Central in the opener. They've only lost one time since that Boone Central game in the last 3 years, so they've reeled it off. And remember, Norfolk Catholic was C1 and won state championship, and they dropped down to C2, and it didn't really. Everybody thought Norfolk Catholic was just going to cruise to the state championship. Didn't happen, and I think Boone Central, a young team this year. They lost a lot of talent from a really good state championship team from a year ago. And nevertheless, that's going to be a heck of a game.
Cannot wait for that one. Then we've got regional action a week from tonight. Some of you will see Tri-County Northeast at Bloomfield. The Bloomfield Bees in action tonight. They drew Stanton.
Yeah.
That's a rough one. Mustangs are up 30-8 at the half. Stanton is going to be a tough out this year.
Yeah, they're kind of D1's answer to Mike Tyson.
Yeah, they're going to be tough this year. And then, but others of you will be seeing, speaking of rivalries, Kearney Grand Island is next week as well. So you got Norfolk Catholic, Boone Central, Kearney Grand Island back-to-back nights. That's good football here on NCN.
No doubt about that. Really, you look around the state, and that's what's fun this time of the year, because you can kind of say, well, who's going to be good, who's not going to be good. But then there seems like Stanton that bring back a bunch of people from a state championship team that are going to be good. You got a game like this where you got Norfolk and Columbus, probably not on a lot of people's radars right now to be, contenders in Class A. But you see the talent. I don't know. These are both going to be teams I think a lot of the Omaha Lincoln schools are not going to want to play.
They're certainly going to be exhausted after they play them, especially Norfolk. Well, both these teams. I mean, Columbus has shown, I think, a lot more variety in their offensive sets than maybe we were expecting, especially given their youth. And Norfolk has shown the ability to adjust, going to that 5 wide in the second quarter, spreading Columbus's 5 linebackers out, opening things up. That's what opened the offense up for them. These are two offenses that, regardless of who they play, I think are going to be able to put up points.
Yeah, I agree with you. They're different ways, but really like Norfolk's star power at the receiver crew. Columbus can beat you both ways. They can run and pass. Here we go.
Columbus deferred. They start the second half with the ball from the 5-yard line. A little bit of a seam out across the 25, solid field position. From the 28-yard line will be the Columbus Discoverers here in the 2024 edition of the Maroon Cup. Supremacy on Highway 81 on the line.
Yeah, you mentioned it. We're talking about Norfolk and Columbus and how they match up. The problem that usually teams, again, with the lower enrollment in Class A is just numbers, and certainly some of those Omaha Lincoln schools are huge. They have some big dudes in the line of scrimmage that it's tough to match up against.
Play action for Columbus on the first play of the half. Thinking big, over the top, has a man. Rozakov can't haul it in. Closing in to make that play defensively was Cabrera. But if that ball's about 2 yards longer, I think that's 6 for Columbus.
Yeah, just a little underthrown. Rozakov gets up slowly, and he went down backwards trying to catch that ball. He's probably knocked the wind out of himself a little bit. It's a good effort for really both the Rozikoff and the Norfolk defender. And watch that throw.
And Rozikoff had to slow down to get it.
Yep.
That allowed Cabrera to break on it.
And Columbus trying to go for the whole enchilada on the very first play.
Now they go back to that sweep play that's worked well for them. Sometimes it'll be on a counter. That time a straight sweep. Norfolk ready for it. Nice play defensively. You got Tanner Wagner, Lane Mead combining on the stop. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Well, not where Columbus wants to be, certainly. I think they like the short 3rd down situations, especially with Wachowski out there. Now 3rd and 10, you got to dial up most likely a passing play and try to pick up the first down.
That was Wemhoff. He was the change of pace back, 25 rushing yards in the first half. 3rd and 10, 4 receivers split wide. Messersmith in motion. Wickham rolling that way. Now pressured late, hit as he throws, incomplete. Ball skipped to the receiver. That was late pressure applied by Cohen Skiff. I think that affected that one. And Norfolk's defense gets their first 3 and out of the evening.
That's a good job there by Norfolk. Boy, if you want to get back in this game, you're down by a touchdown. Get a 3 and out to start the 3rd quarter, and now probably pretty good field position coming. That ball just bounced.
Yeah, Wickham wanted a flag there. It was close.
Yeah.
It was close. But Columbus will punt it away. Strike standing at his own 35. Low kick. Strike will field it on a hop at the 34. With a seam to the right side, here goes Drew Strike. Striding into Columbus territory, strong return of what was a solid punt, 36 yards, but Strike gets almost all of it back, and Norfolk will be starting in Columbus territory.
Well, there's kind of the X factor of this team is the special teams. A guy like Strike, who again a good athlete, it's a good return. And we talk about punting, but how about punt returns to flip the field position-wise?
You mentioned it, Lou, but I like Strike's mentality. Aggressive, going to the ball, fielding that one on the hop, getting a nice return.
Yeah, that's what you want back there. You want a guy that's not afraid to catch that football.
From the 45, they go on the ground. That has not been there for Norfolk this evening. The running game has not seen much success at all. Thompson brought down for they'll say he got the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll be 2nd and 10. Panthers had just 42 yards on the ground in the first half.
And that, moving forward, obviously you still got to beat Columbus. You're trailing by a touchdown in this one, but you're going to play the big dogs later in the year. You've got to be able to have a running attack to try to keep the defenses honest. And as you mentioned, Columbus really doing a good job shutting down the running game of Norfolk so far.
On 2nd and 10, Signer going back over his body, incomplete. That's great defense. On the pass intended for Jarecki, Braithwaite knocks it down, and it's 3rd and 10.
I think just you want to throw that more out in front of him. That's a little bit of a tough throw, but just a little bit behind Jarecki. If you throw that out in front of him, that's probably a catch.
Like you mentioned, that's a tough one, and it's designed that way to roll to the left with one receiver streaking behind the defense to the other side, but that is an advanced throw and a difficult one to make.
Yeah, that's a tough throw for anybody. Basically throwing across your body as you roll right, as you throw left rather and throw right.
3rd down 10. Signer. Blitz picked up, almost picked off. That was Connor Colwhite. He has been all over the place defensively for the Discoverers this evening.
I think Colwhite was dialing in for the tackle.
Yep. Oh, he saw it
realize,
late.
Yeah. Did not realize that ball was getting tipped. He zeroed in on a tackle, which is what you want him to do. But that ball just gets tipped, and he certainly had a chance to pick that one off.
So a couple of 3 and outs to start the second half. Fundus to punt. Looking to pin him deep. Pretty good kick. This one fielded at the 8. Oh, what a move. Breaking to the outside. Luke Messersmith getting to the 20. That was a 40-yard punt. Messersmith 15 yards on the return.
Now, Messersmith's one of only, I believe, 10 or 11 seniors on that Columbus team, and he's breaking ankles out there.
He's playing basketball, right?
Yeah.
Hit him with the sham god there. It'll be 1st and 10 Columbus from the 19.
Crossover in the football game, huh?
...81 yards of field turf in front of Columbus, nursing a 7-point lead, trying to win their 5th season opener in the last 6 years. They faked to Wojciechowski, that one incomplete. Trying to swing it out to Razakov. Boy, I like how open this playbook is for Columbus.
Yeah.
Coach Williams showing the confidence in Wickham, the senior signal caller.
And that's exactly it, Eric. I mean, I think you could be tempted to do a lot of Wojciechowski left, Wojciechowski right, but he's got a lot of confidence in his quarterback. You could tell it in the pregame interview, and he's showing it right now. He's allowing his quarterback to take the football and make plays.
1st and 10 from the 19. Option, misdirection. That time Norfolk ready for it. They're sniffing those misdirection plays out a little bit better. That time Lane Mead making the tackle on Razakov. No gain. It's 3rd and 10.
We've seen a lot of 3rd and long here so far in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, 3rd and 10 again. Neither team with a first down yet in this 3rd quarter. 2 receivers to either side of Wickham. They go with a draw play. Perfect timing for it. Wojciechowski has the first down.
That's the first time they've kind of used him on that sort of a play. And that, yeah, you've kind of, Norfolk kind of teeing off, trying to pressure the quarterback. That's just a quick handoff there to Wojciechowski on that draw, and that's a dangerous fella out there in the open field.
16 yards, his longest run tonight. Gets him to 84 on the evening on 17 carries. 1st and 10 Columbus now from their own 35. Wickham on the fake all day. Looking deep, late. Oh, he had a man all alone. I mean, Renteria looked like he wasn't even supposed to be out there. He was so wide open.
Well, I know. I know both the other receiver and defensive back for Norfolk were kind of looking over at him like, where'd you come from? What are you doing over here? Are you supposed to be out here?
Wickham noticed it too, but couldn't get it to him. It'll be 2nd and 10. They go to Wojciechowski, bowling over defenders. He's one of those runners that's going to get stronger as the game goes on.
Yeah. As a defender, you hate guys like that because you're tired and he's just getting going.
We got a Norfolk player down. We've already lost one lineman this evening, Zach Bittner.
I think this
out.
Sorry, Eric, I think this is your first cramp of the night.
Yeah, looks like it. Up quickly is Lane Mead. You know, it is a good thing, and they'll take the quick timeout here. We'll keep it here, but, you know, the humidity's not been there. That's the thing that early in the season you get that corn sweat humidity.
Yeah.
And, boy, that just you can try to it's weird to think that when it's humid you need to drink more, but you really do. I mean, that's really where you see the players cramp up is when especially in the evening hours, that humidity can pick up. It can be tough.
Yeah, sometimes I cramp up just getting into bed.
Well, yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah, I'm petitioning to add elevators to all press boxes in the state of Nebraska. I think that would be good. Got on my hamstrings. All right, big 3rd down here, 3rd and 4. See if Norfolk dials up some pressure. We've really not seen much blitzing from either side. On the ground, Wojciechowski, Norfolk ready for it. Streaking into the backfield is Tanner Wagner. That's a loss, and it's 4th down.
Well, Tanner Wagner did what you got to do when you're playing Wojciechowski, is you got to get to him early. Before he turns those shoulders, before he gets ahead of steam. Wagner like a jet in there, makes the play, gets the contact, and makes the tackle. Great play by Wagner. Columbus has to punt the football.
And even with that great contact, he was glad to have the cavalry behind him. Cohen Skiff helping out because Wojciechowski trying to worm his way out of that tackle. So now Columbus will punt it away for the second time this quarter. Well, they're keeping it away from him. They're playing keep away from Drew Strike, and boy, that punt did not go far at all.
Yeah.
And the punter is hurt.
Let's hope this is a cramp as well.
Yeah. You know, and it could be, you know, when you try to angle those punts, sometimes you try to take a little bit off of it, and you can pull muscles doing that kind of thing, and I think that's what we've got here. Yeah, right there. Yeah, boy, everybody in the building knows that feeling. That's a.
Yeah.
You hope it's nothing worse than a Charlie horse, but that looks like what afflicted poor Connor Colwhite. The big deal, though, is for Norfolk, line of scrimmage is their own 49-yard line.
Yeah.
That was just a 13-yard punt.
Yeah, not what Columbus wanted, but certainly Norfolk, they get a chance to take advantage of this. You're down a touchdown, great field position. They're still working on the cramp here.
How about the respect Columbus showed Drew Strike there?
Yeah.
Just saying, no, we don't want any part of this. Just keep it away from that guy.
That's probably going to happen a lot this year with Drew Strike back there. You're going to see the film and see how dangerous he is.
And that's the thing with this Norfolk team. You know, you mentioned it, Lou, the size of these Class A rosters. You can't coach height. When you got 2 6'5" receivers out there, anybody in the state would take that.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, like I said, there's college teams that would like to have a couple of 6'5" receivers. They're not just 6'5", they're good athletes. They can run, they can jump. And then certainly, you know, you've got a lot of ability around that receiving core. And you got a guy like Cason Jones, who's 6 foot, but he's a really good athlete. So they've got some weapons.
Certainly shown the leaping ability tonight. Connor Colwhite able to get off with a bit of a limp. They'll try to work that cramp out. Now, that's big because he's been their best defender in the secondary tonight. He's got an interception to his credit and almost has a couple more.
And sometimes those cramps won't go away. That's the bad thing.
5 wide for Norfolk. Timing route, Strike. Oh my goodness, what a move! Drew Strike for the highlight reel. 51 yards.
Wow. Well, Strike put a great move on, but when we watch the replay, watch Cole Fundus throw a nice block to really spring him to go the distance. Now I got another Charlie horse, I'm pretty sure. I think Strike's got one now. They're becoming an epidemic. Watch number 7 out in front of that play. Great move by Strike. Fundus seals his man off there at the top of the screen, or the right side of the screen, and it's lights out. Strike all the way for the touchdown.
That's about as good as you're going to do that.
Yeah. His own man. I wondered how that happened. His own man gave him the cramp. Knocked him down and gave him a cramp.
All right, so now an extra point away from tying this game. Fundus, who sprung the block, gets the kick. 7:14 to go, third quarter. We are tied in the Maroon Cup. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
At Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, our definition of care is showing devotion to and concern towards the health of you and your family. We believe each person that walks through our doors deserves to have a primary care provider they're comfortable with, to be treated like family, and to have their health needs exceeded. Our 20 family medicine providers, located in 10 communities throughout Northeast Nebraska, offer comprehensive health care for all ages. Whether you need a yearly checkup, chronic care management, or you're under the weather, count on us for primary health care you can trust. And if you or your family require a higher level of care, our primary care providers connect you to the area's largest multi-specialty physician group, ensuring a seamless healthcare experience. Choose Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, where we don't just care for you, we care about you.
We having fun yet? What a night here in Norfolk. 51-yard touchdown pass. Cole Signer's third of the night. Drew Strike second of the night. He's already well over 100 yards receiving.
Let me be the first to say this, Eric. Drew Strike for Heisman.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
You got to start these campaigns early nowadays. Drew Strike, 5 receptions, 125 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Wow. He is a weapon.
Made it, and like you said, Lou, that play was incredible on 2 fronts. One, the move that Strike made in the open field, and then the block by Fundus to spring him.
Yeah, it's great football. Great. You can't have a great passing game unless you've got guys that can catch and make plays like Strike does. But it also really helps when you got other guys downfield making those blocks. And Fundus, the coaches are going to notice that for sure. And that would have been probably a really good play without that block, but it's a touchdown with that block. So, but Strike getting away from 2 guys with that move, that's something you don't teach. That's God-given ability there.
That really is. So 14 unanswered for Norfolk. They've tied the game. Fundus's kick away. Ooh, angling to the sideline. Might have been better served to let that one bounce out of bounds. Razakov takes it out of bounds across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Let's see if we can take another look at this. Watch this play in tandem.
Watch this move. Step right, go left.
And then the block
away.
Out in front.
Yep.
My goodness.
And look at the speed running away from the Columbus
defenders. You're not catching that stride. Wow. Exciting futures for both these teams.
For sure. It's up to Columbus now. Discoverers need an answer here. And I think if you're Coach Williams, you'd love to have a nice time-consuming drive here and put some points on the board.
They fake to Razakov, give to Wojciechowski. Correction, that is not Wojciechowski. Or is it? Yes, it is. My apologies. Out across the 20 to the 22.
I was going to say they got another one over there.
Michael Wojciechowski, 205-pound junior.
It might be time to give him a few carries here.
Yeah.
Try to wear down this defense.
6 yards away from 100. He's not there yet. Runs into a wall of maroon. Gets a couple. It'll be 3rd and short. Give him 3. That's his 21st carry of the night. Here's that quick
tempo. Yep.
Snap. Oh, and somebody left early. Again, that can happen when you try to go tempo.
Yep. Jace Nelson, I believe.
Against Columbus.
Jace Nelson left early. The thing is, look, they'll figure it out in practice. It's not always the lineman's fault. Sometimes they're expecting that ball to be snapped because usually it is. On those tempo plays, you generally don't wait too long.
Yeah, and that changes that 3rd down call now for sure. It was
really
3rd and short. Now it's 3rd and 6.
Wojciechowski in the backfield. 2 receivers to either side of Will Wickham. Looking over the top, caught. Boy, that ball had to be thrown perfectly and was to Tyler Zwingman.
Now, good pass. Zwingman ran a nice route, a good crisp play. Zwingman right on that boundary makes the catch for the 1st down. And you're right, that ball had to be thrown well to make that completion happen.
I've never seen anything like this. Columbus has only completed 6 passes tonight to 6 different receivers.
Yeah, that's unusual.
1st and 10 from the 30. Inside give. Gets the corner. Solid gain on 1st down for Luke Messersmith, the 160-pound senior. 2nd leading returning rusher. The only returning player from last year other than Wojciechowski with a rushing touchdown. Gets 7 on his 1st carry tonight.
They've run that play a lot, trying to get Norfolk to flow away from the direction the play ends up going. And Norfolk's done a pretty good job defending that, but Messersmith picks up a nice 7-yard gain on 1st down.
2nd and 3. Wickham splitting Wemhoff in motion. He'll be blocking. Columbus trying a little bubble screen of their own. They get the first down. Out across the 40 to the 45-yard line is Renteria. On a gain of 9, and we've got 2 players down for Norfolk.
Tanner Wagner's number 1, and one of the players. And it's a cramp, you can tell.
I believe Cruz Cabrera is the other one that's down.
And that does not look like a cramp on Cabrera.
There you see the situation, 5:42 to go in the third quarter. 2 players getting attention. We'll take a break. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
NZN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health System. Affordable, accessible, quality mental health and substance abuse services. Nebraska, it's time to celebrate our community heroes. Do you know a local hero who dedicates their time to make your
Still working on one of the Norfolk players on the sideline. Cruz Cabrera is up for Norfolk and walking around under his own power. That's a good sign for the Panthers. The other one, Tanner Wagner, the junior, still trying to get his legs loosened up. Tie game, 5:42 to go in the third. Both offenses had been stymied a little bit, although Norfolk able to open it up on that last drive. But, Columbus, I think this is an important drive for the Discoverers, Lou. Norfolk's offense is really starting to hum a little bit. They've really kind of gotten in their own way. They've been their own worst enemy on offense tonight. I think Columbus, they want to finish this drive with some type of score. And Norfolk has really been building the momentum. And if this defense can get a stop, well, this really is a nice opportunity for Coach Chris Kuzer to take control of this game.
Well, I think you're right. I think Coach Williams is thinking about that. We talked about that a little bit in the first half, about after Norfolk was able to score and do it as quickly as they did through the air, that maybe just try to slow the game down. Well, then Columbus ended up scoring 2 touchdowns of their own. So obviously Coach Williams knows his team. But I think you also see on the other side with Norfolk and that passing game, Columbus has struggled to keep that in check. So now maybe here as you're getting late in the third quarter, you think a little bit about that, to try to take some time off the clock and try to limit the possessions for this Norfolk offense. And certainly now if you have the football, you have to be able to put points on the board. Otherwise it's not going to matter. But you want to take some time off the clock if you can.
Well, you talk about coaches on the field. We literally have a coach on the field right now. They gave the headset to Cohen Skiff. Apparently he's got an idea. Telling the defensive coordinator what he wants to see.
Well,
saying hi. Well, good news for Norfolk. Tanner Wagner up. They got him off the field, still working on those cramps.
Yeah.
He's one of their better defenders.
Cramps are becoming contagious here tonight.
They are. 1st and 10 from the 45. On the rollout. Good protection, good throw, good catch, good tackle, good football. Gain of 6. That's Jaden Thompson, the returning leading tackler for Norfolk, making the hit. Gain of 5.
Yep, solid hit, but a nice catch. That's another one, you hear those footsteps, just secure the football. Norfolk, nice, good defense, but a little bit better offense by Columbus, pick up that 5-yard gain.
They'll go with a pitch on the end around. Gets to the edge. Oh, great play in the open field by Fundus to undercut Messersmith before he could cut up field. It'll be 3rd down.
Fundus making his presence known on both sides of the ball. That's a heck of a tackle. Got really low there and just cut his feet out from under him. Looked like that might be a first down. Instead, now Columbus has 3rd down and 3. They've been able to convert a 3rd down earlier in this drive. Now can they do it again?
3rd down and 3 into Norfolk territory at the 48. Boy, that snap almost hit the motion man, and Norfolk piling on. Sometimes it takes 5 guys to bring down Wojciechowski. They did the job there. It's 4th and 3.
Yeah, I think maybe might even be, maybe even 2.5, I guess. He got a little bit of forward momentum, but now what do you do here? You don't want to give the football back to Norfolk the way they've been throwing the football around, but you certainly don't want to, go for it here and give them great field position either. Looks like the punt is coming.
Well, the good news for Columbus, Connor Colwhite's back out there after he cramped up earlier.
And maybe a fake coming here.
Nope. Colwhite will put the leg into it. Strike not back for Norfolk. This one will angle toward the sideline and out of bounds. That was Braden Long back for Norfolk. A strike was working to get loose on the sideline. So a solid punt there, 32 yards, no return. Norfolk, their defense gets another stop. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the 16.
Yeah, Norfolk's defense has played well here in this 3rd quarter. Columbus having 2 touchdowns in that 2nd quarter. Again, after Norfolk had put one on the board, and Columbus got a couple of quick touchdowns. But the Panthers have done a good job slowing this offense down here with 3:39 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Now they'll say the 17-yard line's the line of scrimmage. Norfolk and their junior quarterback, Cole Signer, 13 of 24, 222 yards through the air. They'll keep it on the ground here. Late pitch on the option, and there's room. To the outside, upended is Jaden Thompson. That's a solid gain on 1st down of 8.
Well, might as well mix that in the offense, right? You got 3-4 wide half the time. Now you throw in an option play. Is that even fair?
Well, and maybe that's where they'll find success in their running game. Maybe they won't have it between the tackles all the time, but the speed, the athleticism, maybe they can get the edge.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You got to find what you can do well. I think again to win games going forward, or even tonight, I think you have to have a little bit of a running threat just to keep that defense honest.
They keep it on the ground again. Little stretch play off tackle right, gets a 1st down. That time they got it between the tackles with a skiff. On a gain of 5.
See at what point Norfolk takes a shot downfield. They've been able to burn Columbus on a couple long passes in this ballgame.
Interestingly, they had the touchdown. That was their first down of the 2nd half. They go option again. This time Signer keeps it. With his athleticism, I kind of like this option they're mixing in. He's shown the ability to run, gets out across the 30 to the 34.
I'm going to go ahead and say it now. I don't think Raiola does that tomorrow.
Runs the option?
I don't think so.
Well, I'll say this. If you've got Raiola running the option, things have either gone really well or really poorly. There's no in between.
You have to question rule sanity, I think, if you're doing that.
What if they come out tomorrow and run the triple option? Could you imagine?
If Harburg's out there, maybe.
2nd down 5 for Norfolk.
Works for Norfolk, though.
It does. They keeping it on the ground here. Boy, I like what Norfolk's doing here. They're kind of challenging the offensive line to work some clock. They get a 2nd 1st down on the ground. They do it with Thompson between the tackles on a gain of 5.
What a confidence builder that would be for this offensive line, too, to be able to churn out some yards on the ground and try to wear this Columbus defense down, run some clock. You're in a tie ball game, and they've been able to make so many plays through the air. You can mix in that option game and try to spread that defense out and then gouge them in between the tackles.
But this pace tells me Norfolk is confident in their ability to finish drives.
Yeah.
4 receivers split wide. Signer by himself. Left side through the fingertips, a strike. That's one of those ones that is an incompletion in August that's a touchdown in October.
Yeah, that's a slant pattern, and strike was open. The ball was thrown a little hard and a little out in front of him. They had Columbus flowing to that right side of their defense and thrown over to the left side to strike. Just not able to complete that pass, but I like the concept of that play.
2nd and 10. Five wide again. This was a touchdown the last time they ran it. This time Columbus hems it in. Driving strike out of bounds. Forward momentum gives him the 46. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Well, now, and so many things kind of working for Norfolk. You got to figure out what the right play is here for on 3rd down and 4. Do you run like another option play? Do you try to hit one of your receivers in space? It looks like probably the latter here.
5 wide again on 3rd and 4. Signer looking for that slant over the middle. What an adjustment by Gavin Jarecki. That ball behind him, and Jarecki earned himself at least a hearty handshake from the quarterback for bailing him out there.
Yeah, he had to reach back and catch that one. That's a tough catch, and he made it look fairly easy, I guess. Let's see the replay here. Hang on to that. What a catch. Another talented junior for the Norfolk Panthers is Gavin Jarecki.
That'll earn you a couple of more targets. Norfolk quickly to the line. That was Jarecki's 3rd reception tonight. Last play of the 3rd. They're going to go with the option pass right side. Columbus kind of ready for it. Thompson driven out of bounds after a gain of about 3. Goes out, so we will have one more play. Give him about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, you just kind of feel like the Panthers' offense is really getting in a rhythm right now.
Yeah. I like the coordinator. Coordinators can get in rhythm too with their play calling. You've really felt that. You just feel like they know what to do next every time out.
You kind of get in that zone calling plays. You just kind of see what's developing and able to react to it quickly.
They go up the middle. Skiff bouncing off defenders, churning forward. Look, you said it earlier, Lou. If you're going to wear number 44, you got to play like a fullback.
Yeah.
That's what Cohen Skiff did there. Got across the 40 to the 38-yard line. And takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Call your friends and neighbors. It is Maroon Cup Friday, and we are tied. 4th quarter next. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Some jobs are hard work. Long hours. Busy days. Late nights. But there's something in us that keeps us going when we know what we're doing is making a difference in someone's life. Because it's the hardest jobs that are the most important, and that pride you feel makes it more than worth the effort. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, which has been providing quality residential and commercial floor coverings and installation for almost 50 years. And by You Say Pharmacy, where their mission is your family's health.
"12 minutes of regulation American high school football to go at Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field on a Friday in August. Why on earth would you want to be anywhere else than where you are right now?" Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. This has been fun. Lou, Norfolk is burning clock. They're calling good plays. They're executing. They've got a 3rd and short upcoming. But Lou, again, I go back to the pace that they've really gone away from those quick hitters. They're trying to slow this game down a little bit. that tells me they're confident that when they have the ball, they can finish it off with a score.
Yeah, I think that they're getting more comfortable in just about everything they do. The running game's starting to work. They've thrown in those options, and they're really, we talked about Columbus getting Norfolk's defense off balance in that second quarter. It's definitely Columbus is trying to guess what Norfolk's going to throw at them.
Maryland I on 3rd and short, trying a little hard count. They'll hand it off instead. Thompson, first down and more. Thompson deeper into Columbus territory. Across the 30, down to the 28. That's a 10-yard gain for the 200-pound senior.
Yeah, when you start, that's when you know the running game's working. And when those options plays work, when you're bringing it side to side, that forces the defense to kind of stretch out a little bit. Now you're starting to see Norfolk gouge Columbus running right at them. And that's a bad sign for Columbus. Columbus needs a turnover right now. That's what they need to slow this Norfolk offense down.
Norfolk staying in that power formation, staying with Thompson, and he's able to fall forward through contact. Jaden Thompson gets about 3. I think Norfolk's kind of wearing on Columbus a little bit.
Yep. I think we might have another cramp here.
Yeah, we got a player down. That's Lane Mead. We've seen him kind of limping off the field and down a couple of times tonight. They work on getting this cramp out, but you look at Norfolk, the first half, they only had 42 yards on the ground. Now the stats aren't really all that gaudy. They're really kind of doubling that right now, but it's the way they're mixing it in, the way they're owning the clock right now, keeping Columbus's offense off the field. Been really impressive. Hats off to that offensive line. Tatum Anderson, Landon Ferris, Tristan Hilly, Lucas Hoffman. They had Zach Bittner earlier. He's out because of injury. But they have stepped up in this second half and really changed the complexion of this game.
Yeah, it's not only how you do it, but really when you do it. If you're doing it at this stage of the game, that tells me that physically Norfolk's in control of the ball game and up front. They're being able to, as I just mentioned, they've been able to do several different things in the running game. Didn't have a whole lot of success that first half, but it's much different here, and it appears he's okay. Limping off. Tell you what, those cramps hurt.
Yeah, they do. They really do. Hey, I mentioned, by the way, we got Norfolk Catholic against Bishop Neumann. The schedule makers did Norfolk Catholic no favors. Opening against Bishop Neumann tonight. They're in the fourth quarter. Norfolk Catholic up 28-21 on the Cavaliers. That Bishop Neumann team's going to be good this year.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bishop Neumann's very good. That could be a state championship preview right there.
2nd and 7 after the injury timeout. Signer improvising, pressured, gets it away. Dangerous throw, and Columbus. Lou, you said they needed it, and they got it.
That's exactly what you needed. You're tired. You're just trying to hang on. It's still a tie game. I'm sure that's Coach Williams and his staff are telling the guys, hey, it's a tie game. Go out and make a play. Well, there you go. Third turnover tonight for Norfolk, and that's keeping Columbus in this game and certainly gives them a chance now. 10:58 to go. A long way to go, but
Lou, I think that was Wojciechowski that got it. It was.
It was, yeah. Wow.
3 touchdowns and an interception. Not bad in a Class A football game.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 22. Boy, the way this game can change.
Yep, turnovers.
On a dime.
Turnovers can change the game. Wojciechowski, that interception. Now can Columbus's offense get in a rhythm like Norfolk's was and like they were in the second quarter?
They're going to go to the air. Wickham pumps, chooses the underneath option, bobbled, kept alive, and finally out of bounds goes Tyler Zwingman. Out across the 25 to the 27-yard line, another cramp.
You mentioned Norfolk Catholic that we have on Thursday. Friday's game is Bloomfield.
Yeah.
And Tri-County. Bloomfield, unfortunately, after 3 quarters, down 36-8 to the Stanton Mustangs. That Stanton, I guess to quote Keegan-Michael Key, whole nother level.
That is absolutely right. That is folks, and look, we had Stanton a couple times last year. I think, that offensive line they have, we could probably talk to the Nebraska DOT and Get those 3 guys, put a plow in front of them and use them during blizzards, right?
There you go.
I mean, literally, watching their offense sometimes, it's just like the ball's here, we want it to go there, and it's going to go there. There's just nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, and Bloomfield's that's a great program.
Good team, and they're going to be good this year. They've got a great quarterback, good offensive line. That's going to be they're a bounce back. They've got the longest playoff streak in the state ever.
Just going to say, I got my tickets for the playoff game already.
Yeah, if you live in Bloomfield, you can't make any plans on Fridays in late October or November. All right, what's Columbus got planned for the remainder of this one? 2nd and 6. Wickham throwing, caught, great running catch made by Rozikoff. He's been impressive tonight in the passing game. Omar Rozikoff gets 8 and the first down.
One of the things we mentioned in the pregame is when you play these games to start the year, one team's going to have a lot of momentum and a lot of feeling really good about themselves. The other team going to think a lot about what if, and it's certainly for Norfolk with the turnovers.
Inside give up the middle. That's Messersmith rolling forward. Correction. That's Braithwaite rolling forward to the 39-yard line. Gain of about 4, maybe 5. And what was it Coach Kuzer told you in the pregame? They want it to be Norfolk versus Columbus, not Norfolk versus Norfolk Columbus. That's been the case, unfortunately, for the Panthers tonight.
Yep, that's, again, those turnovers can really equalize the game. It looked like Norfolk was taking control of this thing. Now Columbus got a chance here.
Misdirection, Norfolk ready for it. Read very well, a brilliant open field tackle by Meade. Oh, a flag comes in after the play, though. You don't want to lose your composure.
I didn't see anybody. I'm sure it was something somebody said. See who this goes against here. We're waiting with bated breath.
Yeah.
Dead ball, personal foul against Norfolk.
Well, there you go. That's another Norfolk versus Norfolk thing. You just hurt yourself. You had the play stop. Now the penalty gives Columbus a first down.
First penalty over 5 yards for either team tonight, and it's a huge one. 15 yards moves Columbus into Norfolk territory. At the 46-yard line. Boy, it felt like the Panthers had this one in the palm of their hand. And the Discoverers admire the fortitude of Coach Craig Williams' squad. They have stuck with it. They've made the plays, and now they've got the chance to take the lead.
Again, that's why you keep playing the game. You don't get down. You don't. Again, it was a tie ball game, and it still is a tie ball game.
On play action, Wickham pressured, gets away. Throws late, open, caught. Good stick, but that's a solid gain to Braithwaite. Correction, not Braithwaite. Carter Eisenman, his first reception. The 7th different Discoverer to catch a ball this evening.
Yeah, that's amazing. Just play started going left, and Wickham brings it back the other way. Just kind of created that play. Good job there. Getting the receiver there to come across the field, Eisenman, to make that play.
175-pound junior gets 8, 2nd and 2. The handoff in the backfield, Norfolk ready for it. That was Eisenman again, streaking through. Cohen Skiff among others. That's a loss of about 4.
Yeah, they're down in 2. And now it's 3rd down and 6, so 4-yard loss.
Tatum Anderson broke through as well. So 3rd down 6 from the 42. Wickham pressured, floats it over the top, caught Wojciechowski, got it! Oh, the effort. Wojciechowski versus Skiff. It depends on the spot. I thought he got it.
going to be
but
very,
I'm a long
very close.
ways away.
Yeah, I think the spot, I think they're going to say he got it. Let's see. Yep, first down.
They do indeed say first down.
I'm going to say right now that very few guys are going to get this first down, but this young man is a special dude. He just runs the guy over here and gets that first down. Look at that dive right to the stick. Wow.
You talk about spreading the wealth. Will Wickham has completed a pass to 8 different receivers this evening. Here's Wojciechowski the old-fashioned way. Stretching out, driving forward across the 30. Down to the 29-yard line. There's that momentum again. There's the life in the legs over the century mark now after that gain of 7.
Wow. Michael Wojciechowski is momentum.
Yeah.
He is momentum.
Yeah, he's like 2 of Newton's 3 principles personified. Second down 3. Now it's Columbus getting a little bit of methodical in between plays here. The clock means so much in this tie game.
A lot of time left. Both teams have 3 timeouts. But I think exactly, Columbus now they're going to use that physical running game here.
Wojciechowski's got a hole upended by Skiff. You know, I think you could charge money Lane Mead, just to watch Michael Wojciechowski versus Lane Mead in the Oklahoma drill.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pay-per-view material there.
That's another first down on the ground for Wojciechowski on the gain of 4. Now right side, Wojciechowski again to the 21-yard line.
This is where Wojciechowski is big. This is where we talked about possibly getting 30 carries. He might get 20 of them in this fourth quarter.
He's up to 25. Second down 5.
I think a timeout's coming.
Yeah, they'll call timeout. Talk this over. 6:53 to go, tie game. Columbus trying to steal one on the road. It's the Maroon Cup. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Elevate your drive with Woodhouse Ford. From driving the city streets to cruising the back roads, Woodhouse Ford has something for every lifestyle. Discover the joy of performance and reliability with Woodhouse Ford, where every mile is a testament to quality craftsmanship. With 3 locations in Omaha, Blair, and Plattsmouth, Woodhouse Ford is ready to help you. Shop our inventory and offers going on now and experience the difference of buying with Woodhouse Ford.
Well, win or lose, it's going to be a painful tape session for Coach Chris Kuzer.
Yeah.
Norfolk 3 turnovers tonight, Columbus with none. Then a 15-yard penalty after a play was done that kept this drive going, gave Columbus a first down. And now the Discoverers driving, trying to regain the lead. They've led by as much as 14. Second down 5 from the 21. Messersmith in motion. Wojciechowski met in the backfield. Skiff found him early. The Cavalry finished him off. It's a loss of 4. Well, that's huge because now it's 3rd and 9.
Yeah. And everybody know who's getting the ball here. Skiff just beats his man, gets through there at that linebacker spot. Nobody really blocked him. He got past any would-be blockers and makes a mano-a-mano tackle there against the big dude there from Columbus and Wojciechowski. So great play by Skiff. Now, very important play in this ball game. 3rd down and 9.
From the the 25-yard line. Wickham to the air. Pressured. Throws late, has him in. It's caught. That's Mead. Turns inside the 10. 1st and goal, Columbus. Wow. Sorry, Zwingman makes the play. Tyler Zwingman. A 20-yard gain on 3rd and 9.
I'm not sure that was the first option there. If it was, it took a long time to develop. But Wickham got good protection. Credit the offensive line. He keeps the play alive a little bit there with the scramble. And then wide open is Lane Mead.
So Zwingman makes the catch. They go back to Wojciechowski. Norfolk says not right now. Tackled immediately by Cole Fundis. Loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, clock's starting to become a factor here. It's still a tie game, though. But if Columbus is able to score, now they're taking their time, allowing that clock to tick away. But if you're Columbus, you got to put the ball here in the end zone, or at least get a field goal to have that ploy work.
And as Norfolk has shown, they only need 1:55 for a touchdown drive.
Exactly.
That was how they ended the first half. Second and goal from the 6. Every goal-to-go situation has ended in a touchdown for Columbus tonight. 3 for 3 on trips to the red zone. And it's been that man right there getting them there. Not yet. Inside the 5 to the 4. And they'll mark him at the 5. Gain of a yard, 3rd and goal.
Now you see how that Norfolk defense is flowing to the football, flowing to Wojciechowski. Maybe you use him as a decoy on a play
I'll tell
here.
You what, it would be tempting, but also do you take the ball out of the hands of your best player? Right. This would be a great time for play action, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
3rd and goal from the 5. Wemhoff in motion. They're just going to let the bread and butter do it.
Yeah, there you go.
He says, just give it to me, Coach. I'll get you in there. Touchdown! Wojciechowski's 4th tonight. And Columbus is back on top.
Well, that's why Craig Williams is the head coach and I'm not, because he knows who to give the football to. Wojciechowski got outside that time. They've been taking it inside against this Norfolk defense, and Norfolk defense has been flying to the football. This time, this play pops outside off tackle. Wojciechowski, again, 4 touchdowns. That's none bigger than that one. 4:13 to go, and the Discoverers take the lead.
He had 4 touchdowns all last season. He has 4 already this season, which is not even 4 quarters old.
For all of last year, I find that hard to believe watching this game.
Yeah. But Columbus only had 10 guys out there. Now they got to burn a timeout on an extra point.
Yeah.
You know Coach Craig Williams does not want to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to burn a timeout in a game like this.
But rather
error.
burn the timeout than only have 10 guys and miss the extra point.
Yep.
So it's lesser of 2 evils there for Columbus. And they'll try to make this a 7-point game.
For
they
Norfolk,
got it up to 21-7. Norfolk scored late. First half scored to start the 3rd quarter, and now Columbus regains the lead.
For Norfolk, there's still 4:13 to go, and you have 3 timeouts. That feels like an eternity for that offense. So plenty of time left for the Panthers to get back in this.
Connor Call-White 3 for 3 on extra points. One thing we didn't mention, all the new faces, both Columbus and Norfolk, new kickers and punters tonight. I think they've both acquitted themselves very well this evening.
Absolutely.
Bit of a low snap. Kick is up, and it is good. So Norfolk trailing 7. 4:13 to go. Columbus regaining the lead. Can the Panthers answer? Find out next on NCN.
At Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, our definition of care is showing devotion to and concern towards the health of you and your family. We believe each person that walks through our doors deserves to have a primary care provider they're comfortable with, to be treated like family, and to have their health needs exceeded. Our 20 family medicine providers, located in 10 communities throughout Northeast Nebraska, offer comprehensive health care for all ages. Whether you need a yearly checkup, chronic care management, or you're under the weather, count on us for primary health care you can trust. And if you or your family require a higher level of care, our primary care providers connect you to the area's largest multi-specialty physician group, ensuring a seamless healthcare experience. Choose Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, where we don't just care for you, we care about you.
What a ball game. What an incredible latest chapter in this ongoing rivalry, the Maroon Cup. Win or lose, Michael Wojciechowski has added his name to the list of legends that have played this rivalry game over the years. His 4th rushing touchdown tonight has Columbus on top of Norfolk, 28-21. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. From the 14, it's Long straight ahead, brought down to the 25. Now, you might have noticed that was Long, not Drew Strike, taking that kick. Strike was out on that extra point attempt and came up lane. He's still on the sidelines trying to work a cramp out of his left leg. So no Drew Strike. Okay, now he does come out for Norfolk, but keep an eye on that. He's been bothered by cramps a couple of times here this evening.
Well, obviously the key for Norfolk is good decisions from Signor. You don't want to turn the ball over here. They certainly have the capability, we've seen it, to move the ball down the field very quickly. Just got to avoid the turnover.
Oh,
Wide
the
open.
pump and go wide open, but he missed him. Oh my goodness, that was 6.5. Well, Cole Fundus wide open.
Well, Cole Fundus threw that block on the last Norfolk touchdown. This time he's wide open, and boy, this is a game one miss, right?
Yep.
I mean, that later on the year, that's a touchdown. But unfortunately for Norfolk, that pass from Signor just sailed long over the head of a wide open Cole Fundus.
Hey folks, stick around after the game. We will be talking to a very relieved head coach, whoever it is, in our post-game coaches interview. That's brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. Once they've been resuscitated, we'll talk to them. 2nd and 10 from the 26. 5 wide. Signer, slant route, strike. Sandwiched by 2 defenders. They're not letting him get away that time. Like the 51-yarder he broke earlier. That time he gets 7. Or rather about 6. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Zwingman and Delano in on that play. Sure tackling. Now you got to think now if Norfolk does not pick up this 3rd down, it's probably, well, you still have 3 timeouts left.
Yeah.
I guess with 3 timeouts, that probably changes your thinking a little bit, but the clock.
Now, you know who else might change your thinking is number 26 for Columbus.
Very, very true.
3rd down and 4. 7th reception for Drew Strike on that last play. Signor pressured, batted, picked up, dropped. Oh, that would have almost ended it right there. Panthers survived to play another down. Tyler Zwingman isn't going to get a better chance at one than that.
Yeah, that got tipped at the line of scrimmage. Zwingman goes down. Ball's headed right for him. Watch the tip, just enough to change its trajectory. He goes down to catch that, and I think it went off his face mask.
Cooper Buxton, the 230-pound senior, got a hand on it. Norfolk sending the punt formation out on 4th down.
Yeah, I think that's probably the right call when you have 3 timeouts. But you're right with the way Wojciechowski's been running the football. It makes you think, but I think you're going to gamble. The defense has played pretty well in this ball game. Norfolk's defense.
Fundus has a 54-yarder earlier tonight. Angles this one far sideline. A good punt. Fielded at the 26. And running backwards is Messersmith. That was a mistake. Went the wrong way, and Skiff made him pay. Another really good punt when Norfolk needed it. 42 yards and then net negative on the return.
Yeah, great punt and then a great play by Skiff. I thought he was going to get around the end there, and Skiff just grabbed him by the jersey and yanked him down. That's a fantastic play. But now Norfolk, you need a 3 and out here.
Columbus backed up to their own 22-yard line. It is deafening here at Memorial Field.
Discover is going to try to ice this ball game, and I'm certain that, I don't know, maybe number 26 gets the football a few times here.
There is no one better suited for this moment than number 26.
Yeah, this is tailor-made for this sort of situation.
That's who gets it. Right side. Solid gain. That's all they need. Just to run some clock as much as they can before Norfolk calls their first of 3 timeouts. Wojciechowski gets 3. That's his 30th carry tonight, Lou.
Yep.
You said we'd probably see it. We got there.
Yep. Well, you figured this game would be close, and if a close game usually means you're going to give the ball to your best player, and Michael Wojciechowski, as you just said, he's so tailor-made for these moments like this. Norfolk, we'll see how they use these timeouts. If you'd love to have a 3 and out and have a timeout to work with when you get the football back, if you do.
Back to Wojciechowski, 30 carries, 117 yards. Very workmanlike, just shy of 4 yards a carry, but 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You'll take that every week.
4 touchdowns and an interception.
Yeah.
A big interception that's kind of turned this game around.
Yeah, the interception that set up his 4th touchdown.
Yeah.
What a game. He's just a junior. That's absurd.
Yeah. There's a lot of juniors out here that they're going to make a lot of plays in this season and the season to come.
How good is this game going to be next year?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pencil that one in for the TV schedule now. Wojciechowski right side, squirts forward out across the 25 to the 28. Another timeout burned by Norfolk as Columbus sets up for what will be a 3rd down and 5.
Another guy down, hopefully a cramp.
Yeah, another Norfolk player down. Yeah, the cramping is, we've seen a lot more of that here in the second half. I believe that's Jaden Thompson that's down for Norfolk. He's had a nice game tonight, both offensively and defensively. But they did credit that Norfolk timeout, so they only have 1 left.
Yeah, 2:50 to go. If you can get a stop here, you may give up that. You may not use that last timeout, or you may want to save the time and then try to do something without the timeout. You certainly want to have as much time as you can, but those timeouts really help you in situations.
Yeah, with 2:50 to go, I think conventional wisdom would be for Norfolk, if you get the stop here, just let that clock run as much as it can, and then you save that 1 timeout for when you're on offense. But all of that's moot if you can't get the stop here.
Right. Yeah, Columbus gets a 1st down here. It's pretty much over. Yeah, we'll see how aggressive Craig Williams wants to be offensively here. Do you take a chance? Do you put the ball in the air maybe? If you throw an incomplete pass, not only do you not get the 1st down, that stops the clock.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to the air here.
Yeah, I think you keep the ball in 26's hands. Michael Wojciechowski. I mean, you're tempted to do these things because you're thinking, man, you catch Norfolk off guard, you get the 1st down, and kind of have the game in your back pocket, but that's feast or famine.
One thing I don't want to get lost, we've talked about Wojciechowski. Will Wickham has completed his last 8 passes.
Yeah.
His ability in the passing game has been a real big part of Columbus retaking control of this game. What do they do on 3rd and 5? Wickham, they do throw it, it's intercepted. They go to the air and Norfolk gets the turnover. Flag comes in at the end of the play.
Well, that's exactly what I was talking about. Feast or famine. It's if you get the 1st down, you've got the game in your back pocket. But if you turn it over, you just open the door for the Norfolk Panthers. A flag down on the far side, it appears.
I believe it's on Columbus as well. That was Braden Long, the senior, who comes up with the INT for Norfolk. Wow. Well, the first turnover for Columbus could not have come at a worse time. And then after the play, a personal foul. So an interception and a 15-yard penalty. Just a disastrous set of events for Columbus. Norfolk now has it 1st and 10 from the Columbus 17 with 2:45 to go.
2:45 to go. They got 2 timeouts?
I believe they only have 1. The scoreboard says 2.
I believe it's only 1, yeah.
Signer, he faked the pass. Cuts upfield, 1st and goal. How about Cole Signer getting it done with his legs? Gain of 15 to the 2.
So much drama in this game now. Clock's ticking away. You've got plenty of time.
Yeah, now if you're Norfolk, you can work some clock. Boy, if you're Columbus, you almost want to let them score so you've got time left.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, I don't know.
Obviously going to try to keep them out of that end zone. Because if you keep them out of that end zone, you win a ball game.
Maryland I. Thompson the deep back. Thompson gets the pitch. Makes the cut. Can't get away.
Wow.
Huge play defensively there by Columbus.
Great penetration that time by the Discoverers. That play took a long time to develop for Norfolk, and credit the Columbus defense for slowing that play down, being the one. Look at the penetration here, just nowhere to go.
And that's Cooper Buxton laying the leather.
Yep, Thompson had nowhere to go. Great defense by Columbus.
Now second and goal from the 4, 90 seconds to go. Norfolk trying to stay alive, get this game to overtime. Drew Strike, who's had a brilliant evening, split to the right.
Yeah,
Jones and Jarecki split to the left.
Might throw it up to Strike here at some point.
They hand it off to Skiff, straight ahead, trying to rugby his way forward, into the end zone, touchdown Norfolk.
What a play by Skiff and that entire offensive line. That was an absolute rugby scrum, and Norfolk won it. They get the touchdown. And now we're a point away from tying the game. Now, a minute to go. Do you even think about going for two here?
Ah, boy, if it were later in the game, but not with 1:04 to go. And not with the way, I mean, Fundus has kicked it well tonight.
Well, the momentum right now all in Norfolk's favor. I don't think you try to go for two.
Kick is up. We are tied. 1 minute, 4 seconds to go. We are tied at 28. Don't go anywhere. More football next on NCN.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
Well, tonight's game brought to you in part by Lipitor. Other medications for whatever heart ailments you might have. This one has not been good for the EKGs. We are tied at 28, and we are not done yet. 64 seconds, and Columbus has still got a couple of timeouts, Lou.
Yeah, they do. You'd love to have a good return here. That for Columbus, you've got to get field position to think about being aggressive. I think if you're back around your own 20-yard line, we just saw a turnover that gave Norfolk new life. Columbus was basically one play away from icing this ball game. Throw the interception. Norfolk ties it up. Now the momentum is with Norfolk. If you get a good return here, I think your chances of being aggressive go up. If it's not, you may think about playing for overtime.
If you're Norfolk, you need a good kick here. Cole Fundus has been good tonight. This is going to be fielded by an up back. Oh, on the bounce, live ball. At the 21, Norfolk swarming, breaking tackles. Out across the 25 to the 28-yard line goes Leighton Braithwaite. We got another Norfolk player down.
Braithwaite
I imagine
looked like
hydration's going to be coming up in practice this week.
Yeah. Braithwaite looked like a surfer there, just riding the wave.
Okay, Columbus got 58 seconds. They got 2 timeouts, and they've got 72 yards of field turf in front of them. Not sure what kind of leg Connor Colwhite has. You got to believe if you're Columbus, you want to get at least inside the 20.
In the 20, yep. So you've got a ways to go. And for Will Wickham, who's played so well tonight.
Yeah.
You just got to shake that last pass off. You can't worry about that. You can't have that in the back of your mind. You just got to go out and sling it here.
13 of 25. He'd thrown 8 straight completions prior to that interception, and Columbus going to keep it on the ground here with Wojciechowski. Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think we're going overtime here.
Brought down by number 22.
That's carry number 32. Wow, for Michael Wojciechowski.
Gain of 2, second down and 8.
Second and 8. Now they do go to the air here. Wickham steps up, fires, caught. Clock will stop briefly as Colwhite hauls it in at the 39. That's a first down on a gain of 9.
Yeah, you get the first down now. Ball around the 40, about the 38, 39-yard line. You could get a completion over midfield. Maybe you have a chance to go for it here. There's
Wickham wants it all. Thinking big, nobody home. Norfolk had 4 deep. You've got 11 seconds left. Hey, take a little easy there, I think, if you're Columbus. Oh, boy. You do not want to throw an interception here.
No. I think they're going to run the ball here and go to overtime now. That was your shot. You took a shot downfield. I'm guessing Wojciechowski probably carries it here, and we go to overtime.
Nope. They're going to the air.
Here we go.
Wickham pressured, fires it. There's Colwhite out across midfield, 2 seconds left. They got some room out to the 46-yard line.
Well, maybe you call a timeout now and try the Hail Mary.
That got him 17. How about Will Wickham? He has completed 15 passes tonight to 9 different receivers.
Wow.
Omar Razakov, Keegan Wemhoff, Abe Christensen, Conrad Renteria, Leighton Braithwaite, Tyler Zwingman, Carter Eisenman, Michael Wojciechowski, and now Connor Colwhite have all caught balls for Columbus this evening.
Yeah, and I think Susie the cheerleader has been thrown to a couple of
Lou
times.
Siefker I've got down for a couple. And hey, whoever it is, they're going to try to get somebody involved here for a miracle play.
Yeah, to try it. What do you try here? You try just a Hail Mary? Do you try a hook and lateral or something? Or?
I mean, Colwhite, does he have the arm to get it 46 yards in the air, or are you going to have to try something underneath, like a hook and lateral?
Yeah, I think you're going to probably try something like that.
Yeah.
Norfolk
sending everybody back. They got 8 deep.
Like a 15, 20-yard pass, maybe, and then a lateral.
But Norfolk's got to, they had to call a timeout. They had 12 guys on the field.
Yeah.
They almost gave Columbus a free 5 yards.
So no timeouts left now, 2 seconds to go.
Norfolk sent 12 to, look, that's one way to stop a Hail Mary, just send 12 guys out there. Unfortunately, that's not legal.
Well, this game has been nothing short of dramatic.
Yeah.
Just exactly what, as far as maybe not the coaches and the players wanted this tight, but certainly as broadcasters, this is a game you really appreciate. So much to talk about in this game, so many plot twists and turns. Whoever wins this game is going to be on cloud 9. The loser is just going to feel miserable.
Yeah, it's going to be a test of whichever young team doesn't win this game's fortitude to bounce back next week. And Columbus, look, you got Westside coming to town next week. If you're Columbus, Norfolk is on the road at Bellevue East.
Yeah, much different game. Bellevue East and Westside. That's 2 completely different opponents.
Bellevue East was trailing earlier this evening in their game against Fremont. In fact, they're down 28-0 to Fremont. That's next week. This is now. Norfolk will have 3 down linemen, 8 in coverage. Wojciechowski is split wide to the far side. Keep an eye on number 26. Well, they go with a little end around, trying to do something, and Won't get anything. And it's Skiff, who has been so good defensively for Norfolk tonight, bringing him down in the backfield, and we've got overtime. Extra football in week 1 coming up next. This is NCN.
Fields, farms, communities. That's Farmers Pride. Our purpose is simple. We help farmers feed the world. We bring value to our communities by investing in what matters to people. Because we are from here, work here, and live here. We believe in cooperatives, locally owned, locally operated, and locally controlled. In the field, on your farm, in your community. That's Farmers Pride.
Let's get moving, Nebraska. Show us how you stay healthy and you could really make a difference. Capture these moments, whether it's a walk in the park, playing with your kids or pets, biking or swimming, or even cooking a healthy meal, and share them with us. Each week, one lucky winner will choose a school to receive a $500 donation from Medica. Join the fun and make a difference. Submit today at newschannelnebraska.com and your school could win $500. Stretch Across Nebraska, presented by Medica with News Channel Nebraska. NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, which has been providing quality residential and commercial floor coverings and installation for almost 50 years. And by You Say Pharmacy, where their mission is your family's health.
How much do these teams have left? We are about to find out. It is Veterans Memorial Field. It is the battle for the Maroon Cup. It is Norfolk against Columbus, and it is overtime. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. Both teams will get a crack at it. Essentially college overtime rules. We're about to find out who's going to get the ball first. Conventional wisdom says you win the toss, you go on defense first, so you know what your offense has to do to stay alive or win the game.
Yeah, and I'm sure whoever wins the toss will do that. I don't know that either end of the field is going to make a difference. There's not much wind.
No, very little.
So we'll see how who wins the toss, first of all.
Lou, you mentioned this game has not been short on drama. It has not been short, period. We are going on 3 hours since this game kicked off. This has been so much fun. We are so glad you are here with us live on NCN, all 93 counties tonight watching this one. We could not be prouder to bring this one to you this evening.
Yeah, I don't know about the players, but I'm exhausted.
I need a nap, and then I need to wake up and go to bed.
Yeah, you get a nap in so you're not tired while you're sleeping.
Exactly. All right, coin toss time. Captains are out there.
Well, we'll see.
Looks like Columbus won the toss. So Norfolk picking which side they're going to go. Columbus has won the toss.
You got all the students here filing in down on that end zone where Norfolk has chosen to play. Trying to give the Panthers a noise advantage down there on that end.
Yeah, so you got, the entire student section has moved behind the far end zone on the south side of the field. And it appears, yeah, and unfortunately, yeah, that's we also have a cameraman over there. That's Peyton, our cameraman. He is not a member of the Norfolk student section. He is a member of the NCN crew, and he has been swarmed upon. Look, I get it. NCN crew members are popular guys, man. You want to be around them. We are literally in the sea of humanity that is the Norfolk student section. Hi, everybody. Yeah.
Peyton's
Thanks
always
for joining
been a
us on
people
NCN
person,
this
so.
evening.
Peyton's always been a people person. So
He really has been. Never let it be said that NCN is not a company of the people. Now Peyton's got to try to do his job down there. All right, Norfolk on offense first from the 10. They fake the handoff. Signer cuts upfield. Lou, he's thrown 3 interceptions, but you see the decision making. You see the process that's going to make him, I think, a really, really good quarterback.
Well, and what great players are able to do is they have short memories.
Right.
They put those mistakes behind them, and you learn from those mistakes. But again, great players just have that instinctive confidence, and I think Signer might be one of those guys that just it doesn't matter what mistakes are made. He's going to be able to be there when the game's on the line. Certainly we'll find out here in this one.
Clock is off. All you've got to worry about is a play clock. It's 2nd down from the 7. Strike alone to the right, 3 receivers to the left. Signer wants the slant, end zone caught, touchdown! Jaden Thompson puts Norfolk on top.
Jaden Thompson, one of the seniors for this Norfolk Panther team. We've talked a lot about the junior class for both these teams. But Jared Thompson gets that touchdown catch, just a quick hitter into the end zone, and there you go. He goes up and gets it. That's obviously a big touchdown, gives Norfolk the lead.
4th touchdown pass for Cole Signer tonight. He's had the 3 interceptions as well. We've seen the good and the bad, but he's great for Norfolk right now. Extra points mean so much. It's up and good. So now Columbus has to have a touchdown and the extra point, or this one's over.
Yep. And that's the drawback, I guess, if you go on defense first. If the other team scores a touchdown, I mean, you know what you have to have, but we'll see if Columbus can answer. These teams have been answering each other all night. We'll see if Columbus.
This is the first time Norfolk has had the lead this evening.
That's a good point.
And now their defense has got to do the job. Columbus will get it at the 10. Staring straight into that massive student section that is lined up behind the south goal post here at Memorial Field. We've got a penalty against Norfolk? Coach Kuzer getting the explanation. Oh, it was on the extra point. Okay. I was going to say, how could you be offside? Columbus isn't even on the field. There is no side. That makes more sense. They declined it. Kick is good. We play on. Norfolk up 7. What a game.
Now again, now you go back to Columbus. How creative do you want to be offensively? You've got Michael Wojciechowski, who has been their bread and butter. I think he's got to touch the ball a few times here. But the flip side of that is Norfolk knows what's coming. They're going to key in on number 26.
He's the single setback behind Will Wickham, the senior QB. It's Wojciechowski. Nothing. Gets a couple. Was able to get a little forward momentum. It'll be 2nd down from the 8. 33rd carry for the workhorse junior.
Wow. Well, you see that the Norfolk defense knows it's coming, and that's in where you run a play action and try to throw. I mean, Wickham, aside from that one mistake, has done very well tonight.
From the 8-yard line, Columbus has to have a touchdown. Misdirection. Norfolk ready for it. Brought down from behind, and it's Thompson who scored the touchdown, bringing Rozikoff down for a loss of 3.
Wow, that's a big play. 2 really big plays by Thompson here in this overtime period. The touchdown catch and that tackle, that takes Columbus off schedule here, big time.
Both teams know there are 2 downs coming. 3rd down from the 10. Now Columbus's student section is emptied. Everybody is on that side of the field. The axis of Norfolk tilting a bit to the south.
And that loss really takes the idea of running the ball with Wojciechowski out of the question.
Wickham with time, throws, Caught, slipped. Oh, he had room as he turned upfield, but Razakov is down at the 5, and this is it.
Wow. Yeah, it looked like if he wouldn't have slipped, he would have been really close to scoring.
This is it. 4th down from the 5. It's a shame. Somebody's got to lose this game. These teams have played their hearts out. It all comes down to this. 5 yards away. Wickham looking. End zone. Needs help. Gets away. Still alive. Got to get rid of it. Looking deep. Knocked away. Norfolk wins it. Cole Fundus knocks it down. And the battle for Highway 81 stays with Madison County for one more year. Your final 35-28 instant classic post-game show coming. This is NCM.
Elevate your drive with Woodhouse Ford. From driving the city streets to cruising the back roads, Woodhouse Ford has something for every lifestyle. Discover the joy of performance and reliability with Woodhouse Ford, where every mile is a testament to quality craftsmanship. With 3 locations in Omaha, Blair, and Plattsmouth, Woodhouse Ford is ready to help you. Shop our inventory and offers going on now and experience the difference of buying with Woodhouse Ford.
At Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, our definition of care is showing devotion to and concern towards the health of you and your family. We believe each person that walks through our doors deserves to have a primary care provider they're comfortable with, to be treated like family, and to have their health needs exceeded. Our 20 family medicine providers, located in 10 communities throughout Northeast Nebraska, offer comprehensive health care for all ages. Whether you need a yearly checkup, chronic care management, or you're under the weather, count on us for primary health care you can trust. And if you or your family require a higher level of care, our primary care providers connect you to the area's largest multi-specialty physician group, ensuring a seamless healthcare experience. Choose Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, where we don't just care for you, we care about you.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
Fields, farms, communities. That's farmers' pride. Our purpose is simple. We help farmers feed the world. We bring value to our communities by investing in what matters to people. Because we are from here, work here, and live here. We believe in cooperatives, locally owned, locally operated, and locally controlled. In the field, on your farm, in your community. That's farmers' pride.
Let's get moving, Nebraska. Show us how you stay healthy and you could really make a difference. Capture these moments, whether it's a walk in the park, playing with your kids or pets, biking or swimming, or even cooking a healthy meal, and share them with us. Each week, one lucky winner will choose a school to receive a $500 donation from Medica. Join the fun and make a difference. Submit today at newschannelnebraska.com and your school could win $500. Stretch Across Nebraska, presented by Medica with News Channel Nebraska.
Kearney, Nebraska
Elevate your drive with Woodhouse Ford. From driving the city streets to cruising the back roads, Woodhouse Ford has something for every lifestyle. Discover the joy of performance and reliability with Woodhouse Ford, where every mile is a testament to quality craftsmanship. With 3 locations in Omaha, Blair, and Plattsmouth, Woodhouse Ford is ready to help you. Shop our inventory and offers going on now and experience the difference of buying with Woodhouse Ford.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
I'm exhausted. What a game. 35-28 Norfolk beats Columbus in overtime. Let's take a look at the many top plays tonight, brought to you in part by Elkhorn Valley Bank for all of your banking needs. Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference. It's the Battle of Highway 81. It's the Maroon Cup. It's Columbus versus Norfolk. No better way to start the 2024 football season than with this hot-blooded rivalry, and Columbus gets it going early. Michael Wojciechowski, remember the name. He's going to be in the end zone a lot this season. First time there, and it's 7-0. Columbus with the lead. First quarter. Norfolk trying to find an answer. Second quarter. And Cole Signer to the air finds Drew Strike. That's a connection that's going to be deadly this season. Their first connection this season from 35 yards out ties the game at 7. But Columbus nowhere near done. They go to the ground again. They go to Wojciechowski again. His second touchdown run of the night, this time from 2 yards out. And Columbus retakes the lead 14-7 in the second quarter. How about Wojciechowski on the ground, this time from 4 yards out? Yeah, go ahead, try and tackle me, he says. You're not gonna. He gets in 3 touchdown runs in the first half. And Norfolk gets the ball back. Minute 55, they drive down the field late first half, get a huge touchdown strike there to Kaysen Jones, brings the Panthers within 7 at the half. Second half, Norfolk, little bubble screen, look at this move. Breaking ankles into the open field. Drew Strike finds the touchdown, his second of the evening. Norfolk ties the game at 21, but Columbus making a play on defense. Norfolk trying to take the lead fourth quarter. And the defense coming up with a huge play here. It's Wojciechowski. 3 touchdowns on offense and an interception on defense. Well, you might as well give it to him on offense again, right? Young man had 4 rushing touchdowns on the evening. And Columbus has the lead, 28-21, trying to salt the game away late. They choose to pass on third down, and Norfolk comes up with the interception. It's Jaden Thompson. Remember that name. It's going to be important shortly. He gets the interception. Norfolk gets into the end zone. They do it on the ground. With Cohen Skiff in from 4 yards out, we're tied at 28. And we are headed to overtime. And in overtime, it's Thompson, again, catching the 4th touchdown pass from Signer, giving Norfolk the 35-28 lead. Last chance for Columbus. 4th down and 5. Will Wickham, who played brilliantly, the senior, buying time, evading tacklers, directing traffic, looking right, looking left. But Norfolk comes up with the play on defense. Cole Fundus knocks it down, and the Panthers win an instant classic. Turn out the lights, it's over. And for the 3rd straight year, the Norfolk Panthers beat their rival Columbus 35-28. Those top plays brought to you in part by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com. Time now for our coach's post-game interview. That's brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com. Lou Siefker, make sense of what we just saw.
Well, an incredible game that was just played here at Memorial Field. The Norfolk Panthers outlast the Columbus Discoverers here in overtime, 35-28. What a ball game. I'm joined now by head coach Chris Kuzer. Coach, so many questions I could ask you. Just what's your takeaway from this ball game?
Obviously, first and foremost, I'm going to say Columbus is a phenomenal opponent. And like I said, they had us on the ropes a couple different times. And I thought the game was probably over. And we luckily, had some things bounce in our favor. And, we were able to come back and get the win.
So many things that happened in that game. Even in that overtime, the Columbus player catches the ball and slips there, which gave you guys a break. But you guys, it seemed like there were so many times where it felt like you guys were going to take control of the game, and you had some mistakes. You never quite got there until the overtime. What were you telling your kids to just keep their heads in the ball game?
I kind of challenged them before the game, and I told them, there's going to be adversity in every single game, especially when you're a young team, and you have to be able to respond to that. And every single time we did, like I said, we were close there a couple times, kind of either taking the verge of it in our favor or almost giving the game away. But like I said, we responded enough times that, we came back and did that. Except that we showed signs of being a young team, and luckily we were able to be a little resilient enough to get through it. So.
Well, you got a young quarterback in Signer who started his first ball game tonight for the season. Played well, made some mistakes, but he showed a lot of talent out there. I think the future is very bright for him. What do you say to him when those mistakes are happening, or is he just a kid that just brushes those off?
He does a pretty decent job of brushing them off, but I also remind him he has to have a short memory, because I can't have him being gun shy, because he can't play quarterback that way. And he did a great job, and obviously got touchdown at the end. So if we want to, I don't want to point fingers at him when things go bad, and then all of a sudden take credit when it goes well. Obviously he did both things, and he's going to learn from the bad, and he's going to continue to do the good things.
Talk about the defense, the way they played. Really kind of slowed that Columbus offense. It was kind of clicking there in that second quarter, slowed them down in that second half. How proud are you of that group?
I really am. The defensive coaching staff and the kids just kept responding, and got resilient to it. We had to make a few checks just because they do have a really good run game. It's hard to defend. They do a great job of coaching it, and they have good athletes to hit those creases and stuff. So, like I said, it was difficult, but like I said, we were able to answer back, thank goodness.
A lot of talent in the receiver corps. Mr. Strike that's standing next to you, he made some really big plays. Talk about his play tonight.
I've always been proud of Drew. He was a starter for us last year as a sophomore, and he never is disappointed. Just is a kid that always works hard, and when he gets in the field, when he gets rewarded for that hard work that he puts in all year long, it's really awesome to see that, because he just is an awesome kid.
Well, Coach, congratulations. Go check for those gray hairs and enjoy this victory.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Chris Kuzer, the head coach in Norfolk. We'll get Drew Strike in here, and Drew, a couple of touchdown catches. It seemed like you and Mr. Signer, Cole Signer, you guys really kind of have a good chemistry going. Do you think so?
Yeah, we have a really good chemistry. We've been best friends since middle school, so I'm always at his house hanging out. And our freshman year, we really clicked. We went undefeated that year. We had like 25 touchdowns combined. So yeah, we have a lot of good chemistry there.
Talk about the touchdown pass that you had. I think you took it 50-some yards. You got a really good block from one of your teammates in that, but you were able to juke a couple of guys. Where those moves come from?
That just comes from practice. I just practice juking them out, and then, just running as hard as I can. As soon as I caught the ball, I felt the cramp in my legs. Thankfully, it held off until I scored. Got
rid of those cramps there, did you?
Not really. They really had to battle through it the whole second half. The whole second half, I kept getting cramps, but it's not going to happen again. I can say that for sure. I'm going to prepare a lot better and get hydrated a lot better.
Well, another thing that you do and you do well is return punts. And a couple of times you were aggressive and came up and caught those punts, didn't allow them to fall, and then you caught them and returned them. Is that something that you think can be a difference maker on this team? Is being able, through special teams, making plays in the punt return game?
For sure. Having the ball with 70 yards to go and having the ball with 40 yards to go is a completely different things. So, yeah, being able to return the ball 30, 40 yards, definitely. Field position's everything.
Norfolk Panthers have not been in the playoffs the last couple of years, came close both years. What does a game like this do to, looking forward? Does this really kind of spring you forward and give you guys a lot of confidence to hang around and win a game like this?
Yeah, it's huge, especially being able to win tight games like that gives us a lot of confidence. First half, we didn't play too well, but we overcame it, and I think the defense played really well in the second half. So if we can keep doing that, I think we'll be good.
Well, Drew, congratulations on a great game. Congratulations on getting the victory, and good luck here as you, I think you guys play Bellevue East next week.
Yep, thank you, Coach.
All right, that's Drew Strike, our player of the game, Eric. Let's send it back to you.
Almost called Lou coach there. I mean, Lou does have a coach-type air about him. I get it. What a night for Drew Strike. 7 receptions, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns, cramping up the entire second half. I've run out of words. What a game. What a start to the 2024 season here on NCN. We're just getting started. We got more college football tomorrow. It's Doane against Graceland, 12:50 Central, 11:50 Mountain. Next week, we got Norfolk Catholic against Boone Central on Thursday. We got Bloomfield and Tri-County Northeast or Kearney and Grand Island on Friday, and a college football doubleheader on Saturday. I don't want you to freak out or get overwhelmed. Just head to newschannelnebraska.com, NCN Sports Now. Find the schedule there. Mark your calendar. This is the channel you need to be at for the next 5 to 6 months or so. For my broadcast partner, Lou Siefker, Connor Libby, and the entire NCN Sports crew, I'm Eric McKay, and I need a lozenge. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great evening.